Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? We are live. RGT episode 39. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We here. How's everybody doing this lovely evening? Obviously, I'm here with a great panel as always. We're here to talk about the latest news, rumors, etc., etc. And we're definitely going to get into the whole Game Awards. It's definitely been a good day. Well, yesterday was a pretty interesting day. So it's definitely going to be a pretty good show. All right. Let's go ahead and start this. Hit that like button for those of you that just joining us. To everybody that was already here, what's up? And go ahead and let the panel introduce themselves, and we going to start. I'm going to start ladies first. Go right ahead. Timefall Princess.
What's up, everybody? Sit back, enjoy the show, and we're going to have some fun talking about those awards.
For sure, for sure, for sure. Mr. Meds.
Hey, uh, everybody, it's Mads joining y'all from the car in New Jersey. Yesterday was a great complaints. Let's get into it, y'all.
Carlos Fernandez.
Okay, let's start this by saying, go T, go T, go. Oh, what's up, everybody? I see everybody in the chat. How you doing? Welcome to episode 39 of the RGT podcast. And que lo que to my boy, Dio Mighty Spartan God, Ice Cream Gaming, Dave Race Emperor. And come on, man. Let's talk about these games and the, and these salty fanboys.
All right. Foxy Games UK.
What's happening? It's Foxy Games UK. You know what's up? Play games, no corporations.
Somebody give Foxy Games UK some coffee. He sounds out of it.
No, I'm good, man. I'm good.
All right.
It's late where he's from.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
it is late.
yeah,
It is late where he is. So
It is late. It is that time of the day. Well, let's go ahead and get into it. The Game Awards, ladies and gentlemen. The Game Awards. God of War wins Game of the Year.
Yes.
It's Red Dead Redemption 2.
and guess what? I actually posted it back up because I predicted this months ago.
Hey, man, same here.
A lot. Well, tell you the truth, though, it was pretty damn close. It was like a millisecond away from being Red Dead Redemption 2.
Mm-hmm.
It was that crazy. Like, more people were going towards Red Dead. So Red Dead won a good chunk of these awards. Let's actually go through the awards here. Game of the Year was God of War. Best Game Direction also went to God of War. Without a doubt, I think that was definitely deserving as well. Great game. Love the story. Love the cinematography. I loved how they captured the story and how they incorporated many elements that we are familiar with. So that was definitely cool. Best narrative, though, went to Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, this is where a lot of people start throwing criticism at the show. Because a lot of people believed that Detroit Become Human should have won that. What you guys got to say about that?
Well, one thing I do believe, I'm not saying Detroit should have won that one, but I think they should have won some awards. I was surprised if they didn't win any, weren't out there winning. I am glad that Red Dead got the recognition it deserved. But I still think that Detroit Human should have won a few categories because that game was impactful. It really was. If you played it. It really was. I think it should have won something. I am happy for Red Dead, and I know a lot of people are salty over that. They are because they didn't want. They were talking shit so bad about this game when it first came out. But I think that. I think I'm glad they won, like I said, and I just think Detroit Human should have won something. I really do because that was an impactful game. It really was.
Okay, for sure. Shout out to Sick Humor TV. He says, one time for the RGT fam. Just letting you know the support is forever, homie. Much love to you, Sick. Thank you for the $10 super chat for the podcast. Thank you very much. Shout out to Sick Humor TV. Definitely tune into the press start. Or that's a press start. PlayStation Plus podcast. There you go. Too many damn podcast starts with a P. Too many damn podcasts start with a P here. Go ahead. What you just about to say?
What's so funny, man? Last night I was biting my nails with all the announcements of all the awards and how everything was coinciding. And for a minute, I thought, in reality, Red Dead was gonna actually take the whole cake. Like
Yo,
it
I
seemed
mean,
like it was a
going through this
one-sided
shit,
thing.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, let's go through it. So,
Yeah.
best narrative. Anybody got anything they want to add about the narrative thing? Do you think Detroit should have won that? Or are you cool with Red Dead still?
I feel, I feel that the way Detroit's storyline and how it was narrated through the emphasis of the players' interaction, that should have been that much closer to getting that award. But I mean, I guess the people spoke for the other games, and that happened to be one of those games that actually corresponded to that whole award. But hey, it is what it is. Shout out to Rockstar for making me bite my nails to the cheeks, man. Because my God, what
Yeah, it was pretty close. It was a pretty close year this year. Definitely.
I'd like to add something.
Go ahead, Mitch.
Okay, disclaimer. I didn't play Detroit Become Human. And I only played about a half hour of Red Dead 2, right? I only wanted to try it out, right? I played God of War. I thought that had
you bought it out. I don't hear you.
It was, and I thought, it was a shame that it was snubbed. But it's okay. I understand why, but I think it deserves a little love in terms of narrative.
Hold on.
I'll say something.
Go ahead. I'm sending the link here.
I understand Titanfall's comment about it does deserve something, but I guess the thing is, the other contenders, the quality is so high this year. I guess any good AAA game would have lost out. It just happened to be Detroit this time round because it has amazing narrative. I've nearly 100%ed Detroit Become Human. The only reason why I haven't got the platinum is because my copy's bugged. Before the first update, I completed the game 99%, and no matter how many times I replay it and do everything perfectly, I can't seem to get the platinum. So I've given up on that platinum. I just don't care about it. No, not really. I'm talking about Detroit Become Human, bro.
Oh, okay, for Detroit. Yeah, Detroit, it's a lot of shit you gotta do. Backtrack.
So I know the game inside out. I know everything it takes to get the platinum. It's just mine is bugged, and I'm not gonna reinstall it delete and reinstall it just for a platinum. I can't be bothered. But yeah, I understand. Yeah, it should have won something. It should have got something. But I think, I don't know if I care that much about an award to really appreciate a game. Because, it don't matter who they pick as their winner. I have my own winner to my tastes and experiences. Because it don't matter how much a review score gets. It could be somebody's 10 could be a 1 to you.
Right.
Realistically, someone's game of the year could be game of the hour for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do agree that God of War deserved to win the Game of the Year award, though, because I don't have the same problem that people have with Red Dead Redemption 2. People have issues with the animations and the way the whole combat and stuff and the shooting. I ain't got no problem with that at all. I got mine set up just right. My only issue with Red Dead is the same issue I have with all these open world games.
Oh, sure.
It takes forever and ever and ever to get through them.
Okay, for sure.
Lot of noise, man. Lot of noise.
I think that's Carlos. Yeah, that's Carlos. All right. Well,
Detroit was like Horizon Zero Dawn last year.
So what?
I said that Detroit this year was like Horizon last year.
Oh,
it happens. Even to great games, it happens.
Okay.
The good thing, though, was that at least it was nominated and recognized. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that it was nominated still was an achievement by itself.
And it's in a top 5, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Just like if Forza was nominated for Best Racer, I mean, it still got high praise. It's a nominee. So, it's still in the category of the best. That's good, though. I mean, I thought it was all right for that particular way. It wasn't too bad. I shot the Overdone. He says, pretty sure 6 PlayStation Plus podcast is Pineapple Pizza Podcast. That's what it stands for.
Oh my God.
Let's do it. Shout out to him. Appreciate it. Let's move on here. Shout out to everybody here. What's going on? Hit that like button. Let's get back into this.
Can you hear me?
Mr. Harris, what's up?
What's happening, everybody? What's happening? Yeah, shout out to everybody here. Appreciate the vine, Ryan. Yeah.
God of War Game of the Year. Kratos is going crazy on Twitter. What you guys say about it?
Yeah, I mean, I give him credit. Well, he put his money where his mouth was. He was talking about giving away a free Xbox X with the game of
his
the
Twitter
year.
online. PlayStation's gonna leave Twitter.
Yeah, so it was crazy. But I think all those games were deserving. I agree with what Titanfall Princess said about Detroit. I told people even last night. I said there's another big game award show in 48 hours. CBS is having one, and the Spider-Man and Detroit and all those games are going to clean up there. Right. And so because these are the games, this is the Choice Awards.
All right, Carlos.
So yeah, but I enjoy the when the guy that played Kratos and the young man came out there and he told him to read it, boy. I loved it. You know?
I loved that.
That was the best part.
That was one.
That was hilarious.
That part got me. That was one part that got me. And the other one was when they actually won and they were both on stage. He picked him up like he was his son and spun him around the stage when they got the award for best game. But when he said, read that, boy, I was laughing because it sounded just like they were in the game.
Yeah.
Guys, I forgot her last name, but her first name is Danielle, but she played Freya in the actual game. She wasn't there for the award show, but that was cool though. It was cool to see, Corey Barlock actually win something. He won Game of the Year. He was very emotional, and he definitely said some real good shit to everybody. He's saying, we're all family, and it's all about hard work, and he's true.
I fucking love that guy.
Yeah, he's cool.
The other good thing he said is that they were all top-notch games.
Yeah, he's right.
He gave praise to everybody, which
it could have gone to anybody.
Yeah, it could have. Yeah, it really could have.
Yeah, but that's because they don't have the same stupid, foolish, childish, immature, juvenile, petty mindset that a lot of the game community has. They're grown people.
Precisely.
Yeah.
But
the three heads of the companies were there, chilling, hanging out. Like, you see that, fanboys? Relax. There's no real war here.
Yeah, them coming out at the beginning definitely set a tone, though. It was like everybody was hectic in the comments.
Really?
No, it's pretty. Gil reports the drive core is online.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I'm my bad. Yeah, that's a fact. I'm sorry. No, you're right. I think the three women out there did kind of set a nice even tone for that award show. I thought it was
hectic. Everybody was like, the comment section was very telling. It was like PS4 about to destroy it, Xbox about to destroy you ponies. Then all of a sudden, they all three came out at the same time. Everybody shut up, and it went mellow tone. I'm like, damn, okay.
Yeah. But you know what's funny about that? That goes just to show, okay, that this console war is fake with these dumbasses online. Okay, regardless of who we prefer or what platform we prefer. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it is. And I'm sure a lot of them have gotten pissed. This has pissed off a lot of trolls when all three of them came out. I can guarantee you that. It pissed off a lot of trolls when all three of them came out. And they were all looking at each other, smiling and just having a great time.
You know what? I have to be honest. I observed the three of them very closely. And the only person that was smiling was Phil Spencer. The other two look dead serious to me.
He always smiles.
Honestly, those are the two guys who fucking
he comes out as a smiling guy.
Reggie and Sean look like two gangsters, hitmen, and Phil just look like he's happy to be here.
I don't know. Reggie has some surprise. That's why Reggie was looking all smug. He had some surprises, and he got.
No. When the three of them were standing up together, right?
Yeah, I'm saying they all had surprises.
Phil Spencer's face was wide like a Cheshire cat. But Sean Layden was looking very serious at the crowd, and Reggie was standing up like he's a doorman, like he's a bouncer.
Yeah, but Reggie's always like that when he.
Hey, man, Phil Spencer was happy that he got invited to sit with the cool kids, man.
I don't know. It was one of his statements kind of fell out of place when they were talking about, when Jeff Keighley had him up and he was talking about what a great year for Xbox. And he was like, yeah, we had Game Pass. We released the controller. And I was like, oh, shit. Don't do this. Bro.
Well, I was
but he did say we could do better.
Yeah, he did. He acknowledged it. So he acknowledged that.
The only one thing
that sounded nervous. That sounded nervous to me. We can do better. We can.
He had to accept that.
Better. Watching Phil was nervous because he kept fidgeting with his hand by his pocket. He was fidgeting.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, he was like fidget, and his hand kept coming out, his back over here, and his thumbs in the pocket, and his back. I was watching him fidget the whole time. He did it when all three of them were on stage too. He did the same thing. The only thing I will give Xbox is when they came out with that controller for the disabled.
Yeah, but
That I thought was an
ironically,
excellent thing they did.
yeah, but Titanfall, ironically, that was the only thing they applauded. He mentioned all these games. He said, we got these games, we got Game Pass, we got blah, blah, blah. We released this, we dropped that. Oh, and we did this, we did the new controller for people who are not as able-bodied, and that's all he got a clap for.
Yeah,
pretty much. True. After that, he just like was in the background. He was basically used for background art for the entire podcast. Because he was they had the camera panned on the crowd.
This show was better for Xbox than XO.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I was saying that this show was better for Xbox than XO18 was. Like
pretty much. Everybody was in a good mood. That is so true.
They said Ashen is dropping, Below's dropping. Like, they actually came out looking looking good.
Yeah, solid. It was a solid show for that particular.
It was good to see, though. It was good to see the three henchmen of the platforms that we enjoy so much together up there. I thought that was great solidarity. It shows really those stupid fanboys who live in some phantom console war. That it's all in your head.
Before I know you guys do this, somebody's got to read.
I see it. Shout out to Sick Humor, PlayStation ambassador there. He said the Three Musketeers had an orgy last night. They were cross-playing all over the theater.
Oh, man.
Wow. What about the Russo brothers?
Cool announcements, though. It wasn't the 10 reveals, though. I got to tell y'all, for the most of these reveals, when they say 10 reveals, a lot of these were underwhelming.
Well, I like most of them space game.
Yeah, a lot of them
on that planet.
They're like double video games, not much, and you pretty much got a little bit of insight on what Game Pass is going to be with these AA studios. You must get that big thing. Yeah.
So, if you were a
Obsidian's game looked nice.
If you were a Switch owner, I think it was a good night for you. Actually,
yeah. Switch definitely probably stole the show with the Smash Bros. Announcement of Persona, but we'll get into that. We'll definitely get into that. As we go down here, let's get back into the show here. Vieratron, I sent you the link, by the way. Yeah, let's go down here. So, best narrative. Anybody else got anything to add about the best narrative? Red Dead winning over Detroit and Spider-Man.
Well, I mean, it's all subjective. I mean, here's what I took away from that. About 72% of those games nominated last night were PlayStation or are playable on PlayStation. Now the games on CBS that are nominated, it's at 90%. Yeah. So you can clearly see, like Fox was saying, there is no console war. Like Princess was saying too, it's done. I mean, Sony is having CBS is doing a show pretty much dedicated to the games that PlayStation have. If you go look at their list, if you go look at the list of games nominated by the gamers, there are no Xbox games nominated.
That's
none.
Shout to Overdone. He said Persona 5 character Joker being in Smash Bros was lit. Yes, it was. Most definitely. Everybody, the whole crowd just went ecstatic. Well, we're going to get to that in a second. Best action game went to Dead Cells. I never even heard of this game. Did anybody play this before?
I heard about it. That's a big little indie game,
bro. That was the game at the center of the controversy with the plagiarist IGN cat.
Was it? No, I don't even remember. See, the game don't went under my radar. I don't.
That game is so powerful. That game's so powerful. It got Philip Muchin fired.
Damn.
From IGN.
Okay, well, there's that. Anybody agree with the winner? No, you guys agree with that?
Philip didn't know that I agree. Someone had the patent on rogue type gaming.
Okay.
He used the word rogue. He used the word rogue too many times in the wrong places and got caught out.
Oh God. Another nomination we had best art direction, Return of the Overden. That went.
I didn't even know about that game.
I don't know about that.
I don't even know what that is. But it sounds like an aubergine, like or some vegetable or fruit to me. I don't know what that is.
So they won that. What else we got going on here? We have did I go over that one? I did. Best role playing game went to Monster Hunter World. That one was actually I wasn't so surprised by that at all. Kind of figured that was gonna win that.
And that game.
What was the competition? Though?
Yeah.
What was it going up against? Remind me. 'Cause
Really
this-
nothing. That was the thing. It was no surprise. It
Oh,
was kinda
Dragon
one-sided.
Quest was the best other contender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Nino Cooney too was up there too.
Yeah,
Oh
Nino
yeah,
Kuni.
Nino
those are
Kuni.
no-
Yeah.
Those are so niche, though, in it. That a Western
Yeah, I
game,
don't think those.
Yeah.
a more Western orientated game was more gonna win.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game won
Octopath-
basically because it was the most played. That game sold the most. More people played it than any other.
Bro,
And it's
even
more
on,
Western orientated as well,
That was
wasn't it?
beginning of the year.
even
Yeah.
on PC, that game has transcended beyond imagination, man. Like the support from the actual community for Monster Hunter, it speaks in volumes. Like I don't know, man. That game, I played the demo and I was just blown away how good the game really is. Like it's really that immersive.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I want to talk about Sonic Fox.
Oh, we getting there. We almost there.
Oh,
We
I
almost
need to
there.
talk about him too. I need
We
to talk
almost
about him.
there.
Well,
We almost
when
there.
we get there, we'll talk about it. Yeah,
We'll
let's do
talk
it.
about. We almost there. Best fighting game. You know, I'm surprised by this category. Tekken 7 didn't even make the list.
Yeah.
Didn't that come out in
surprised.
2017?
It was Street Fighter was in this list, and it had Dragon Ball Fighter Z, but no
Yeah,
Tekken
but Tekken
7.
17 it's not a 2018 game though, is it?
Yeah, it
Was
came
it?
out last year, didn't it?
Oh shit! Well, it wasn't the list.
Came out in
Damn, it's still being
2017,
played. I
bro.
mean, you think they
Yeah, but-
counted because some? I don't know.
Well, I'll
You
tell
know
you
what?
one thing. I'm
Street
glad.
Fighter 5 is in it because it got an arcade edition, which made it relevant.
Are you serious? Oh wow,
Sneaky.
Yeah, but you know
There-
what? I
there
am
you
so
go.
glad that Dragon Ball Z won that.
for
Because
sure. They don't deserve it.
If they would have put
Yeah.
Street Fighter 5 up there, arcade, I'd have been mad in hell. Dragon Ball Z deserved to win
For
over
sure.
Street Fighter
Facts.
5. I'm sorry.
I agree with that 110%. I'm like, damn, really? Fighter Z over it? But yo,
100.
definitely. I
100.
agreed. Best family game went to Overcooked 2.
Yeah, I don't agree.
Shocked
with
me.
that.
I
No,
thought Labo
Which
would
shocked
win
me
that.
was Labo. Yeah, Labo was a fucking nomination.
Are you really
Yeah,
serious?
I only
Labo
wanted
would
Labo to not win because if Labo would have won,
Cause like I'm like, it's $80, fam. Like that shit was a nomination. Like, damn.
You pay $80 for cardboard. You know?
Best action adventure game with the God of War. Like I
Boy.
said, Corey
Well
Barlock,
deserved.
he had one hell of a year with this game. I'll tell you that much. Because God of War and Red Dead pretty much swept the board. It was crazy.
And you know what? And you know what's funny? They
Mm-hmm.
they went another direction with God of War, and it still won.
Yep,
Mhm.
absolutely.
So,
Something
it
fresh.
just
That's the
goes to
crazy
show-
thing.
It
It's
just
fresh.
goes to show. It just goes to show if you put your mind to anything, you can create anything new, even from something old, and make it better and still win.
Yep.
Boy.
and people on his own team were doubting him,
Yeah.
saying that this was wrong.
Yep. They're like, you're butchering the
stuck to
thing that
his
made it what
guts.
it is.
Are you
He
serious?
stuck to his
Yeah.
guns and look at
They weren't
yeah,
with it.
they were
You know-
telling
you know,
him this is a
but, you know-
mistake.
But when you're used to doing something the old way, it's very difficult to accept
adapt
the new
change.
ways.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
definitely.
but
especially with the
sometimes you need change. You need that.
I know.
You need
Sometimes you gotta have
need
faith. You gotta have faith in the vision.
Yeah.
I guess
Exactly.
he had to earn their trust back because he had left and come back.
Mhm.
Well, I guess that he earned it now.
That standing
Yeah.
ovation
Oh, for
he
sure.
got was
They're never gonna
classic.
doubt him again.
Bro, that
Big,
standing
big,
ovation he got was
big,
classic.
big.
It was like on the level of Jack Tretton, like at E3. That's how good it
Listen,
was.
all I gotta say is it's a big congratulations to Corey
Let- let-
Barlock and Santa Monica Studios, man.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Let's
That
get on
man
to
got clout for
esports.
life.
Let's get on to the esports.
Are we almost there?
Game of the
We almost
Year
there?
award.
We almost
Come
there?
on, let's get to it,
Hey,
man.
We almost- yeah, he-
Almost there.
Come on, let's
I
go.
got some
We
shit
almost
to
there, we
say,
almost
damn
there.
it.
We almost there. What was it? Okay, so they were showing off the Facebook gaming. You know, a bunch of developers in different countries where it's like poor.
Oh,
whatever.
come on. Are you really mentioning that?
They were doing that, but the best student game went to Combat 2018. Best musical score that went to Red Dead 2, which I'm fine with that completely. That was a dope ass soundtrack for Red Dead. Best audio design, Red Dead again won. Best performance in terms of voice acting went to Roger Clark for Arthur Morgan for Red Dead 2.
He seems like a really
Yeah.
humble dude.
I thought people were talking about the voice actor from Detroit Become Human.
That
the-
was
the
I think
father.
he won a golden joystick or something like
You
that.
want to go and joystick.
Yeah, he
Oh,
won a
okay.
golden joystick.
All right. Okay.
I thought that was BS. I thought the woman that played Cassandra in Odyssey should have won that voice award. So,
for me, Christopher Judge in God of War. But I mean, a lot of people found the actor for Morgan a little bit more compelling. So, I mean, he literally had more on-screen dialogue than the rest of the other characters. There's no debate in that.
Okay.
A character like Morgan, it takes a lot.
I can barely hear him.
Yeah, he's like getting low.
Sound like you calling from Fiji, bro, on a remote.
Nah, I'm not a Fiji.
Yeah, we're almost at the esport part. Hold on, let's go. Games for Impact went to Celeste. Best ongoing game. Yeah, best ongoing game went to Fortnite. Best mobile game.
You know what? Wait. When it comes to Fortnite, I gotta say something. I noticed when they picked the people with the best content, the award, they were Fortnite players.
Fortnite players, yeah, it's so popular.
Fortnite players. Come on now, that just
so
no, that wasn't right. That
you
was.
talking about like Ninja?
Yeah,
the trending
gamers on Twitch. Yeah,
all Fortnite
players.
But I don't find his. I remember watching one of his content. I'm just like, this guy is boring as shit.
Yeah, I agree. He's just skill. It's about his skill.
Best Fortnite. Fortnite won best ongoing game. Best mobile game went to Florence and not PUBG.
Never heard of it.
Which is pretty interesting.
Yeah,
I never heard of
Sound
Florence.
like a city I should visit one day. Florence.
Best VR/AR game went to Astrobot Rescue Mission.
Deserved. Well deserved.
Surprised. I thought Tetris would win that. But
Really? Okay.
Astrobot's a good game,
went to Into the Breach.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
This was so one-sided. I was like, I called it before the damn award even got to the damn dude's hand. But it was best sports/racing game, Forza Horizon 4, obviously.
Yeah, I think everybody did.
Didn't need to guess. It was so easy.
bullshit.
I'm not being funny. Out of all the games in that category, I would have picked it.
Well, yeah, I would have picked NBA 2K19
or FIFA 19.
FIFA? No.
I definitely think Forza deserved the win.
But I understand. It was at the Microsoft Theater, and Aaron Greenberg would have probably choked
Aaron
somebody.
Greenberg looked so awkward when he accepted the award, though.
Like,
he did.
He looked so awkward when he accepted the award.
You gotta understand, man. It's chicken, dinner, winner all the time. But then you know,
we ain't doing this. Best multiplayer game went to Fortnite.
Of course.
Call of Duty was in. Let me repeat that. Best multiplayer game went to Fortnite. Call of Duty was also in this category.
But listen. I feel like, the guy that accepted all the awards for Fortnite. I think he's such a nice person. I don't feel bad that they won because he represents that company so well. He said some wonderful things. He was very noble. He was hugging the other guys. He was so he just seemed so cool. I didn't mind them winning just based on his personality.
Yeah, the directors for directors for Avengers, they were there and he hugged them, who gave them the awards. That was cool. They were presenting, but they didn't show the actual trailer, which actually showed the debut today, I think.
It's very gracious. Very gracious.
Which one was the award? Which one was the award? I forgot the name of it. Where Overwatch beat Fortnite. I'm
getting to that right now.
Oh, okay.
Best independent game went to Celeste. Best debut indie game went to The Messenger. Best esports game went to Overwatch.
Absolutely should have. It's got a girl that tells you the cavalry is here.
Yeah, here's the guy you guys wanted to talk about.
Okay, let's get into that.
Best esports player went to Dominic, aka Sonic Fox.
Oh shit.
He's good.
Foxy, kill him, and then after I'm gonna kill him second. Go ahead, bro.
I'm not even familiar with these.
Listen, if I'm gonna speak though, because what I'm gonna say is gonna be quite serious and profound from my point of view. So I do want to be able to say it though, uninterrupted, and then I'll shut up and you guys can speak on your part. Yeah.
Let me get to this from Samuel. $5 super chat. He says, "How bad does Crystal Dynamic feel now when he wanted to do the same thing for Tomb Raider?" I'm guessing he's talking about God of War. Terms of changing. Is that what he's talking about?
Corey Balrog.
Yeah, Corey Barlog. All right, you go right ahead, Fashi. You have the floor.
Okay, I've got nothing against this dude on a personal level because I don't know him anyway. In fact, I don't know much of him. I've heard his name like once or twice over the years because of he's a name in esports, right? He wins at all these fighting games, I think, right?
Yeah.
Right. That's all I know about him. I can't remember what his face looks like. I ain't got nothing against the guy. But I felt like that's not the place to make your statements, your political statements. Like we're only interested in you because you're a good gamer. We don't care about your sexuality. Okay, we don't care about your color. You don't have to tell us you're black. Anyone with eyes can see you're black. So you don't need to tell us that you're black. You're only furry because you got that suit on. All right. And you're saying that you're gay. Like that, that's none of my business. I don't want to know. I got nothing against the LGBT community, right? I will defend them like I would defend anyone else who I feel has been persecuted. But I don't like the rubbing it in my face. I'm not interested in knowing about your personal life, dude. Take your award, say nice things about the industry, what things you want to say. Yeah, you've made a lot of money. Don't tell me about your sexuality. I don't care if you're gay or super gay or mega gay or supersonic gay. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care that that you're a black person. You've won. Take your award. And you call out Republicans. Now, I don't like Republicans and their policies. And I'm saying that from someone living in the UK. It's just I take up with a lot of US news because I lived in the country for 8 years, all right? Florida, and I lived in Anaheim, right? In LA. Okay, so here's the thing. I watch a lot of news, right? Young Turks, all that kind of stuff. So I keep up to date with what's going on in America more than even in the UK, right? So at the end of the day, I felt like he was a bit out of line saying, I'm black, I'm furry, and I'm super gay. Everything Republicans hate. Why are you coming here to make your statements for? That's not the time. That's not the place to make your statements.
I think they do it. Okay, sorry.
No, I just feel like that. It's a game award show, right? I'm watching a game award show. It's not a movement for your civil rights. Otherwise, every black person that wins an award should go up there and start talking about slavery and how they still can't get the right pay and the right job. Women should go out there and start complaining when they get their award. Women should say how they're paid less than men and how there's a lot of misogyny. Like, this is not the place. You're there to accept an award, not talk about you. Don't make it about you and then use the LGBT community as some kind of, pillar to say that you're doing it for them. No, you're making this about you. But you're hiding behind the LGBT community because then it takes it away from it being about you. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm a guy of color. I could go out there and accept the award, right? But you don't want to hear how I don't get paid enough because of my skin tone. Do you want to hear about how I've been harassed by police because of my skin tone? Do you want to hear about do you want to hear my problems? Or you want me to take the award and be gracious?
Take the awards and be gracious.
Right. So I don't want to hear about your sexuality. That's not my business.
Okay. See, what kind of took me out of his whole celebration was the fact that he actually wore that damn costume the whole damn time. I'm like, bro, you mean tell me you were sitting there for 4 hours wearing that hot ass costume? Like, damn.
And he giggled more than that guy who makes Street Fighter games.
I mean, it was very like I can understand his perspective. He was nervous, but he made it so. It was so cringy just to watch him try to talk and give a good speech. But I think he should have taken his time to actually write down a speech and then introduce himself as the person, the gamer, Sonic Fox, not Sonic Fox, the personal level kind of person. Like
he went out there to make a statement. He went out there. He planned that. That was pre-planned, bro.
Yeah, I know that was not the platform. That Video Games Award was not the platform for him to actually ensue that kind of outright speech. It was more, just let people know I'm an esports player. I take this award humbly, and I appreciate everybody that's been supporting me throughout my whole career, in the fighting games category, and make it plain and simple. But don't bring the agenda to a platform where a lot of people really don't want to hear it at this time. It should be said on a personal blog on Twitter or on a live stream while you're doing your games. That's when you push the issue. When it is your time to push it, not in front of millions and millions of people watching the live stream.
It's like he's trying to be edgy. Oh, I'm edgy. Listen to me.
Yo, I gotta rip into this dude myself, man, because I can't let this dude.
He was
cringe.
cringe. I was
The
watching
only
with
thing
Fonz. Me and
I'm-
Fonz fake pumped.
The only thing I'm gonna say is before you go, because I know you got a lot to say, is that threw me for a loop when he got up there and said that shit, because he's an excellent gamer. He should have talked about how he plays, you know. And I was like, no, you didn't just say that. No, you did not just say that.
Yeah.
Why would you get up there and do that? I don't understand why. I watched him play at Evil. I watched him play. He's an excellent game. He's one of the best. There are a lot of other people that are good, but he's one of the best. And to get up there and do that, that was cringy. That's all I got to say.
And he said he was gay before he said he was black. No, you were black before you were gay. Remember that.
This
Shit.
his little speech, it grinded my gears, it ruffled my feathers, it rustled my jimmies a little bit.
Shit.
Just because, like, here's the thing, right? I'm a minority myself, right? I'm Hispanic, I'm Puerto Rican, right? And one thing that pretty much any minority will tell you is that we hate fucking blanket statements, because blanket statements are ridiculous and unfair to everybody. It's like saying, like, all black people don't take care of their kids. All Puerto Ricans, they'll stab you. They do coke, whatever. That's a stereotype that all Puerto Ricans do.
Isn't that true? Don't they all stab you and take coke? I thought that was true.
Man.
I'm only joking.
but when you go and say, you know, I'm gay, I'm black, I'm a furry, everything a Republican hates. Listen here, bro. First of all, I'm a Republican, right? And I'm a big fucking fan of yours. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You're over here throwing out blanket statements that as a minority you should know not to do.
So it's like he's watching too much Don Lemon. Too much Don Lemon.
It's a very hypocritical thing to, you know, fight your fight, you know, for your gay rights, your rights as a black person in America, and then throw out a blanket statement like you just did right after that. It's very oxymoronical.
Excuse me,
paradoxical.
Sonic Fox Defense Force is here.
Oh my God! Here we go. Anyway, all I gotta say is that.
Hold on, 1 second. Let me just say
I love Sonic
it's
Fox.
not that he's gay.
She saw the wolf signal and approached.
No, it's not that. Listen. Before people get this twisted, it's not that he's gay. I ain't got nothing against your sexuality.
Yeah.
It's that you chose the wrong platform to do that.
Yeah, that's how I felt too. Like it was the wrong
It's the
show,
wrong platform, wrong stage, bro. This ain't the Democrat Party. If you want to run for office, there's many ways you can do it. Don't do it on the Game Awards.
Nah, all right.
Yeah.
Let's
like, no
the
offense,
Defense Force is
but
here. She done showed up. Like the bat signal.
Listen,
Saw the bat signal. She approached us. So go right ahead.
all Sonic. Listen, what's up, Neds? How's it going? Sonic Fox, you know, achieved exactly what he set out to do, which was trigger people, because you sound triggered. You sound super. Like, you know what happens when someone does something that I don't care about? I don't talk about it. I don't mention it. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, I'm not into that furry stuff or whatever that he's into, but that's his stick. Like that shit. That's what he does. Like he wears that goddamn fursuit everywhere, and he's amazing.
It's not about the fursuit.
Which is
sorry. When you say triggered, was you referring to me?
Yeah, obviously, you're the only one bitching about it.
Okay. For one, I defend people's rights on this podcast almost every week.
That's cool and all, but
people attack me for it in the chat because I'm always defending people's rights to say what they want to say. But here's the thing. Do you not agree or disagree? I'm just going to ask you specifically, seeing as you said I'm triggered, because I haven't got nothing against gays. It's not that he's gay that bothers me. This is the problem. Everywhere I look these days, there's no channel, there's no YouTube channel, there's no radio station, there's no book, there's nowhere I can go, there's no website, there's nothing, there's nowhere I can go, right? Without hearing about the plight of the LGBT community. Nowhere I can go. But you know what? I feel like their rights have superseded the civil rights, which was originally in place for black people. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say
you are definitely tripping right now. You sound crazy.
Oh shit, this is getting crazy.
Like, what are you talking about?
I'm sorry,
Like,
but you know what?
Your
No,
whole,
listen.
Let me cut the
wait,
tissue.
no. No. It's
me
like
explain
no.
what I'm
You've
saying.
talked. Let me talk.
Oh,
'cause
shit.
You sound fucking crazy right now. Like the whole, well, I can't go anywhere without hearing about the LGBT people crying about their rights or saying that they need their right. Like I can't escape from it. I can't stick my head in the mud and not see it.
Like that? Did I actually sound like that?
Clearly, I'm using hyperbole.
Okay.
Clearly, I'm using hyperbole. Clearly, I'm using hyperbole. Clearly.
Well, let's be adults about this. There's no need to I'm not insulting you.
I'm not insulting you either.
Well, that's insulting to me because I didn't sound like that.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I insulted you.
Can we just all hug?
No.
Can we all
Like,
just hug?
I'm so tired
You're
of people
fucked.
fucking bitching about shit that doesn't matter. You know? And it's like,
Yeah, but
Foxy, you're like, oh, I'm all for people.
Whose definition doesn't? But sorry, but you're saying stuff doesn't.
I'm all for people. I'm all
He's
for
saying
people.
stuff
I'm
doesn't
all for
matter.
people. I'm all for people.
What
I'm
at
all
a
for
time?
people
Come on,
say
guys.
whatever they want to say.
Look, the
But
cops
when it
fucking
has
Luke,
to do
she's
with
too
stuff
loud.
that I don't like, when it has stuff to do with I don't like, then I don't want them to say it. Oh, that's not the right stage for it. I don't want you to say it.
All right, but you're saying you're fed up of hearing about things that it shouldn't really matter. But that's by your measurement, though. I'm not you. What doesn't bother you might bother me, and what doesn't bother me might bother you. Like, don't judge me by who you are.
I'm not judging you.
Just because it doesn't bother you doesn't mean it shouldn't bother anyone else.
There's no judgment here. The only person judging anyone for anything is you, dude.
Who am I judging, and why am I judging them?
Well, clearly it's like, oh, the LGBT rights have superseded the civil rights. Like what?
Yeah, but that's ridiculous. Hold on. Wait. That can't be ridiculous. That's my personal opinion. That's my observation.
If you really want to talk about
observation, though.
If you really want to talk about, like, well, that wasn't the right place for it. That wasn't the stage for it. Like, that's not the right setting for that, right? That's what you said?
I said many things. That was one of them.
Yeah, you come on here and you start talking about fucking aliens and fucking people not surviving.
Oh shit! Okay.
To the point, because there's a lot of stuff you've done on Twitter. I could be backing up right now, but it's got
guys, let's reel it in. Let's reel it in. Let's reel it in.
Okay. You come on a gaming podcast. You come on a gaming podcast. You come in the gaming podcast and you start talking about all this like random shit that like no one wants to hear about. So you know, if fucking Sonic Fox was to go on stage and start
it shouldn't bother me about him. You just said it shouldn't bother me what he says and does, but you're bothered by what I say and do.
I'm pointing out that you're being a hypocrite because you're bitching about Sonic Fox and you're always talking about people should be able to say whatever they want. I'm gonna go on a fucking 10-minute tirade about fucking 1984 and A Brave New World and talk about this and that, how we're living in this. Like you bring up fucking politics. No, you talked about this on Ryan's show a few weeks ago. I'm not stupid. Okay.
So what? Whose show is it though? Who are you? Are you since when are you the chairman of this show?
Okay.
It's Ryan's show. What are you talking about? I'm just pointing. Wait, Foxy, big man or little man?
Ryan can tell me he don't want to talk about it. You don't have no jurisdiction.
Are you okay?
You don't have no jurisdiction.
I got you.
Tell me how to speak. Ryan can say, oh, I don't want you to talk about that in future.
Listen, all I'm saying is that
crazy.
All I'm saying is like,
yeah, what are you saying? Get to the point.
Get to the point, bitch. You're always fucking talking about shit nobody cares about.
I'm a derogatory term now.
I'm gonna keep talking and talking and talking.
I'm a bitch now. If I call you a bitch, you're gonna say I'm a bitch. If I call you a bitch, you're gonna say I'm a misogynist.
I am a bitch.
Right.
I am a bitch. I'm a
good
bitch.
What you can get away with, isn't it? It's good what you can get away with, but men can't get away with it. Isn't that fucking nice?
Oh, we're gonna talk about men.
If I call you a bitch, everyone's gonna be on me. If I call you a bitch, they're gonna say, oh, you called her a bitch.
Like, let it go.
You sound like a 12-year-old. Get off your own fucking potty.
Oh, okay. You good? You big.
Okay. All right, children, reel it in. Both of y'all, chill. All right, okay. Let's break this up. Let's stop.
Break it up.
Are you good?
I didn't know you.
Are you good?
Luca,
break it up.
Luca, are you a child?
Grab Lucas.
Sounds like a 13-year-old.
You sound like a
13-year-old.
Luca, I can't have a conversation with you, Luca. Okay, you good?
Wow. Wow, this is
This is what we have to do. Wow.
Somebody grab Luca. Somebody grab Foxy here.
Anyway, listen, I don't actually care. I just came on. I literally came on here.
Shut the fuck up if you don't
shut
care.
the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up if you don't care. All you've done is talk and you don't care. For someone who don't care, you've done a lot of talking. Shut up.
Right? Shut up.
Oh,
shut up.
Shit.
I got you, right?
You got me, man. You got me. You're holding it tight. You got me, baby. You got me.
Okay, cool. Nice.
It's all in your hands, baby. You got me.
Great. Okay, cool.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Alright, y'all crazy.
You don't care, but you
Alright.
Okay. You don't care.
Okay. I like to gain control of the show.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh shit.
Oh my god. This is so easy. This is like literally the easiest.
Holy shit.
I don't care, but she's still talking.
But you're still talking. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Everyone in the chat is saying to shut the fuck up. Everyone in the chat is saying to shut the fuck up.
Alright, can we
you guys. I show up on this show like once every 6 months. I don't care what the people.
You're a 12-year-old. Shut up.
You're a 12-year-old. Shut up. I mean, you sound like a 5-year-old most of the time, but I don't say anything. You're 12. Okay, you good?
All
Anyway,
right.
so
Okay. I like to, Luca. I would like to regain control of the show, please. I like to regain control of the show. I'm just saying. Okay. Somebody grab Luca. Somebody grab Foxy.
Ain't no one grabbing me. Grab her.
Me. Grab her. Shut up.
Let's show. Good God.
Okay, but anyway,
moving on.
Yeah, I don't really. I don't care about Sonic Fox or anything like that. But you know,
oh God.
I do want to issue an apology to Foxy because
no, I'm not taking your apology.
Good, because I didn't mean it, bitch.
Oh my come on, guys.
Oh my God.
You guys are clowns. You know
You know what? You went there when you called me a bitch. You shouldn't have got personal like that.
Okay, I'm sorry for calling you a bitch.
Nah, I'm not accepting it. I don't give a fuck.
Then if you're not gonna accept it, then don't talk about it. I'm glad you don't care. Stop talking.
Well, don't say my name. Don't say my name then. Don't say nothing.
Foxy UK.
Oh shit.
Little kid, man. She's a kid.
She's a little kid, man. She's a kid, man.
Oh Lord! Shout out to Overdub. I'm not even gonna read that.
I want to see some
gonna put
ID.
gasoline already burning flames. I'm not gonna read that. Sorry, Overdub. Not gonna read that. That's going right back to square one. Moving on. Goddamn. Moving on to these damn topics.
Get in here.
Where was he at? Best esport team went to Cloud9 again.
Yes, I voted for them. That was a good one. That comeback in overtime was epic. The game they were playing.
You know, I'm surprised
what do they even play?
Esport game and it's still being pushed as esport and it's still big. Rocket League, because they showed off advertisement for Rocket League.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they have an NFL. Did they get an NFL contract? Somebody got an NFL contract, and it was something like that for your favorite. You could paint your car your favorite team color or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember if it was Fortnite or it was one of them. Or Rocket League.
It was Fortnite. It was Fortnite because they have a contract.
Okay. So shout out to everybody who still plays Rocket League. Hopefully they keep that going. It seems to be a popular game.
They still got the pros. It just I guess it's dying down in terms of prize money. I don't know what they're doing with Rocket League. So Cloud9 won that best esports team. Best esports event went to the 2018 League of Legends World Championship.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that went there.
I mean, I used to play League of Legends heavily back in the days, like 2 years ago. Got bored of it a little bit, but well deserved. I mean, it has a big fan base. Just like Fortnite, it's just like Overwatch, it's just like Paladins.
Mm-hmm.
It is a big following for League of Legends.
It was one of the early games that actually had that type of.
Yeah.
And it was good to see Counter-Strike get a little love. We got a little dap. That's one of the originals.
Counter-Strike is lit, man. You guys got to download if you have a PC. Play some Counter-Strike. It is fun online.
But I'm glad people are still enjoying it. Give it some love.
Best esports host. I don't know how to pronounce this dude's name.
What was it?
Tyrone.
S Jocks or Jocks? I don't know. Fuck his name was.
Wait, so are these the categories that were like on the big stage, or are they the ones that were
It's both. It's everything. It's everything mixed together.
Okay.
Best esports moment, Cloud9 comeback win and triple
That was
overtime
epic.
versus FaZe.
Epic. It was phenomenal.
That's the moment you're talking about?
Yeah, epic
Okay.
comeback.
Content creator of the year went to Ninja, the dude with the green hair. Fortnite guy.
Yeah, nice looking
That
wife,
makes
too.
sense.
Shout out to him.
And the last one was the Industry Icon Award, which went to Greg Thomas, who worked for EA, if I'm not mistaken. Worked for EA?
Huh?
No,
Greg
2K.
Oh, 2K.
Sega.
I already
He worked for
said.
Sega.
Those EA. Okay, well, I know it was a bunch of sport games. Immediately thought EA. Well, there you go. There's that. I'm just saying.
I don't blame you. But a lot of the
they
cinema.
pretty much push is fucking sports games.
Yeah.
So what y'all rate the show out of a 10?
Oh, it was bad.
5.
Really?
5?
I liked it.
5.
7.
I liked
It was
it
above
too,
average.
Luca. But you and I discussed this on Twitter a little bit.
Yeah.
Stop with that music
Yeah,
shit.
they
I'm
need to
not
stop
trying to
with
hear
those
this.
music
Oh, I
shit.
forgot to get into that too. So they had a few musical performances. One for Red Dead, where they played the soundtrack of Red Dead, which I actually thought was the best.
Which was nice. That was nice. Yeah.
The one that they played for Devil May Cry was cringy as fuck.
It was
when she
pretty
doing
bad.
when she was doing
That
that
was
shit,
bad.
her neck kept jerking. What the fuck are you doing?
That was bad.
Stop! Like you having a seizure. Cut that shit out. But there was that
Hey,
one.
that guy's drum set was wicked, though. I'm
Yeah,
jealous
with
of
the
his
flip, that
drum
was
set. Somebody who plays drums, he had a one hell of a pearl bass drum there.
I'm surprised Luca didn't bring up the legend or Meds as well, but they brought Hans Zimmer. He did music for the show. He made a custom theme for the show, and that was pretty lit too.
Yep.
And he performed one last time for the Game of the Years. So
Which I thought was nice.
They could have resurrected Michael Jackson from the dead and had him perform. I would have told him to get off the stage too, bro. This is about video games. I ain't trying to hear no music, bro.
Yeah, it was awkwardly placed. That was the thing too. You think we're about to get a reveal, and then like, bam, this music. Like I didn't ask for this. I wanted to see the reveal.
I felt like
one thing I will say is that the best thing that they announced for me on that game, since you know I'm a fighting game person, was Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah.
That was the highlight for me of.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it looked really good. Like really, really good. I was like I feel like they always up the ante, you know?
Yeah. And I also like the fact of the demos they put up, like Devil May Cry 5, Life is Strange 2, and I started playing that demo and it looks incredible. The gameplay that I've seen so far is good.
Yeah,
Life is Strange 2. Yeah. Okay. I actually got Devil May Cry on right now. It looks good as hell. Okay. Devil May Cry 5. Okay. The demos that they put up, and I'm gonna try Tomb Raider 2. I am gonna try that because that's another demo. I'm gonna try that. I think the demos were good demos that they put up. But my highlight, I hate to say it, was that Mortal Kombat 11. I mean, the one thing I didn't like about it is when they did those CGI cutscenes, man. To show off the little bits. That was terrible. That was bad. That was bad. I'm sorry. If you're gonna show me some shit, you gotta show it to me. Stop all that little stupid shit you put up there.
I wasn't feeling the music, to be honest with you, for that damn whole situation. Wasn't feeling the music, but I thought it was.
Devil May Cry?
No, for Mortal Kombat 11. That music that was playing. Thought that was a little out of place for that particular demo. You could have played Mortal Kombat remix, like a grudgy version of that.
Didn't they use a rap song with the last reveal of Mortal Kombat 10 or whatever?
Yeah, that one kind of flowed a little better though than this one.
Yeah.
How dare you?
It was better. It was better.
It flowed better. I'm sorry. Listen, I know you were a fan of them. I'm just not. I'm sorry.
I got 3 words for you, sir.
21. Yeah.
Yeah, it did feel out of place. Like the
it did, didn't it? Just as soon as the beat dropped, he was like, "Bro, cut that shit off right now." No, I don't need to hear this. Cut that shit off. When he did the fatality with the little spear, I thought that was brutal. But it kind of like the same one we got last year, didn't it? Like the one we got in X. Like at least give them something new, do some different finishers and shit.
One thing I think they need to do is not as much music on the Game Awards. And if you're going to do it, make it good, associated with a game you're announcing, or put the best music from a game you're giving an award to.
Yeah.
Do something like that. Don't just randomly put up stuff because that it takes away from the game. We're gamers. We came here for the games, and to see, what out of like 5 of the games we love the most, which one's going to win.
Yeah,
that's what we came here for. We didn't come here like you guys said, listen to music
for sure
the whole time.
I agree with you 110%.
I was gonna say, sitting there listening to like the actual, it felt like it was a church for the Red Dead one. And had the chorus. I was like, "Who's this guy and this lady?" I just felt like, "Dang, this brings me back."
But you know what? That black man had a good time. You know the old black granddaddy, that guy though, who was singing. He looked like he had a good time, and I was happy for him.
Yeah, he did seem like he was having fun. And they had a nice performance. I agree. Everything kind of seemed wedged in though. So I do agree with that. And it went a little long. I thought it was going to be like maybe 2 hours, but it went 3.5 hours almost. So they maybe could cut back on that. So, but overall, I thought it was just, I did like the announcements. I agree with Princess. The finally seeing the best fighting game in history, the one that actually caused Congress to get involved, is with Mortal Kombat. Yeah. Every other game after that, his fighting game is trash compared to Mortal Kombat. It's like a zombie game.
All out with that display of it. They can play like the Mortal Kombat theme, remix, this shit like that. That's all. But I thought it was, it was fine. It's a nice reveal.
In the UK, it started at 1:30 in the morning. Yeah, so I didn't get to sleep till about 4 in the morning. So to me, it wasn't worth it.
I can't blame you. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was long.
Is Raiden evil again or something? But, they show Raiden looking evil. So is he evil again?
Probably.
Yeah, it's red lightning. Red lightning means he's corrupt and shit. So is he evil again?
Oh, so that means it has a wait a minute. It has like a game mode, like a story mode. I thought you just go out there and whoop the ass.
No,
the MK10. You had a storyline that you had to follow with each character. Just like how they did. Just like how they did for the PS3 version. That's when they started doing the whole narrative for all the MKs now.
But I thought the show was okay. This was a little long. But shout out to Jeff, because when that thing first started, he put that together with his own money. So he went out and got sponsors and things like that. So to see where it is now,
it was definitely improved over time. It improved over time. For sure. It's gotten better. Even though they cherry picked some of those tweets where they were saying that shout out to you guys for these tweets saying this is the greatest award show ever. I'm like, bro, that's clearly like 1 out of like 90. Stop. He only had 3. Notice he only had 3 tweets. He didn't have like a whole bunch like last year.
I agree. I agree.
We get into this announcement that pretty much made Luca buy a Switch, or at least she's going to buy a Switch.
No, I was kidding. I'm not getting a Switch.
You're getting that Switch.
I am not getting a Switch.
You're getting that Switch. Joker is going to Super Smash Bros.
I was actually pretty happy.
Yeah, but here's the sad part. It's actually DLC. I thought he was going to be day one.
Oh, people are definitely going to pick up. Like, that was like the smartest thing they could have done.
That was the craziest thing. I'm like, damn, they announced it with like confidence. Like, yeah, guys, it's day one DLC. He's coming. I'm like, damn.
I wish the Switch would get Persona 5 though. I feel like that's the perfect game for it.
I just should, because it's like there's already like Nintendo already has like a lot of Shin Megami games on there.
Yeah, Shin Megami games. Yeah.
You know, I thought it was crazy.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off either.
No, you're good.
When they were talking about Street Fighter 5 and the thing, nobody, especially when they were announcing it, even in the category, like they were applauding all the other games, and everybody just shut the fuck up when they said Street Fighter 5. The crowd didn't even clap for that shit.
Everybody got a reaction. Every game got a reaction aside from Street Fighter. That shit went dead silence. Street Fighter 5. Crickets.
The crickets even went to sleep. Fuck that. The crickets didn't even chirp. They was like, fuck that shit.
I'm like, damn, that game really did die in front of us. Like, fuck. Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right.
All right, go ahead, Luca. You were saying something. I'm sorry. I didn't
Moving on to another
topic.
No, you're good. I actually don't remember what I was going to say.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You said you were not going to buy your Switch, as you said.
Well, yeah, when I saw Joker, I threw my phone across my room because I was so excited because I'm a huge Persona 5 fan. But yeah, I just think it's odd that the game is not on the Switch, and I'm not sure why. Maybe there's like
you thought it was a Persona 5 announcement. You didn't.
Yeah,
I did
like-
too. I did too.
Yeah,
Okay,
me
I
too.
got you.
I
I get
did
you.
too.
like I thought maybe it was going to come to the Switch or something, because I really feel like that game is perfect for the Switch.
Mhm.
You know,
Mm.
so
What about the Avengers project? Not to interrupt you. Did you like
No,
the
you're good.
Avengers project?
yeah, it looks good. And I saw a lot of people were like, exclusive on the Switch. Oh man, I have to go and get a Switch now. I was like, oh, that's awesome. Like they know what they're doing. They have to make these games exclusive to get people to come to their platform. You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
We get into this fun topic. I know this is gonna be a topic for Scumcast, but I gotta beat you to it.
No, go ahead, buddy.
Bethesda support leaks Fallout 76 customers' names, addresses, phone numbers, payment info, and receipts.
No longer will it be called Bethesda. It'll be called Flipesta because they flopping every single time.
They having a tough month.
Every week it's something worse. Because she showed me I had to show her something I didn't think she saw, but that canvas bag that was $200.
It really doesn't have to be like this.
They were selling that shit for $5.
Oh god.
They were selling it for $5.
Yeah.
And
Like,
they wanted $200 for that.
Hey,
I
man,
don't
$5
know.
just like the 500 atoms. That's right, baby.
I don't understand. I didn't realize Bethesda was this cheap. Like, I feel like they would have an excess amount of money considering they come, like the game studios at least, considering they come out with a game once every 8 years, you know?
Yeah.
And then they've remastered Skyrim a bunch of times, and I know that sells well. And then they have their paid mods with the Creation Club, and Fallout
They
4
make
did really well.
Wolfenstein. Yeah, they make Wolfenstein, don't they? That
Well, they're publishing that. Yeah, they publish it.
Okay,
So
all right.
it's just it's weird to me that they would be so cheap about everything when I feel like they would have enough money to, you know, make decent stuff for their collector's editions. It's $200, right? Oh god.
Yeah,
I,
$200.
you know, I actually pre-ordered it, and then when I saw when I started hearing, I pre-ordered it, and then when I started hearing about how buggy and how much of an issue Fallout 76 was, I'm like, this ain't it, Chief. I'm definitely not getting that. Which, thank God, I did not.
I swear to God, if you would have posted that shit on Twitter, you wearing that helmet, I would not recover.
I know.
I
I
would not have
definitely
recovered. I'm sorry.
dodged an L there. But I really don't say that this is really bad. This is really bad. It's people's personal addresses and their names. I mean, if one person can see it, that means a ton of people could see it. And there's some really shitty people in this world.
It shows their incompetence, basically.
Yeah, they're extremely incompetent. And honestly, I wouldn't trust I've already said I'm not going to give them any more of my money until I see that they've made a change.
Amen.
But with this, I'm just kind of like, I don't think I'm going to support the game studios, at least division at all, because of this.
I actually thought you were trolling on Scumcast where you said people were saying that people were just finding ways to hate on it. Then I saw that shit with you and Mighty Moss, and oh shit, I have not. Yeah, so
I mean,
that was
rest in peace to my big bro Mighty Moss. With his
I wasn't
damage
expecting
controlling.
that type of burial, but okay.
Yeah, no, he's been really, you know, damage controlling for the game for some reason.
Damn.
And I think maybe the damage control came a bit prematurely since Bethesda keeps fucking up, but you know, it's none of my business.
I mean, let's be serious. Let's be serious. From the get-go, when the game was released and the bugs were already reported, this man was jumping on Twitter.
Oh, no, it doesn't have to be like this.
Oh,
Carlos.
yes, because I'm going to get on his ass right now. And I'm sorry, Mighty Moss, I had to do this to you on a live stream. But you don't catch this L, but surely. Yes, the guy went on to state that he didn't have no problems or no bugs in his copy of the game. Right?
Yeah.
There was at least 85% of all reports that the game was buggy, and maybe about 15% of those didn't have that many issues. So I guess he was one of the 15% that didn't have no issue with it. Now, Moss, as much as I like, you know, to see people try to fight for something that's correct, this time it wasn't the correct thing to fight for because it's a broken game. It had a lot of backlash from all the consumers, and secondly, you're trying to damage control a situation where there's nothing for you to actually attack yourself too. So, my man's, just for that, you get the Donkey Gamer of the Month for corporate slaving for a company that did not care about it.
Let me just cut into this shit.
Wait, can I just say something real quick? I think, logically speaking, Mighty Moss's arguments didn't make any sense. I think that, take for instance, for me, when I got Mass Effect Andromeda, I didn't have any bugs, but I know that people were having bugs, right?
Trash.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So I feel like you can't just, because my thing with Mighty Moss, like, I don't care if you're gonna go on Twitter trolling or doing whatever, like that's not something that bothers me. It just gets to me when you're like, oh, you guys are all making stuff up, or you're just fake upset about this and fake rage and all of this stuff. And it's like, what are you talking about? People have a reason to be upset at Bethesda. You can't just attack the gamers because you like the game, So that was my biggest thing with him. I feel like people would obviously be more forgiving if this was a smaller studio, if they didn't charge $60, and if Bethesda wasn't known for doing stuff like this on a consistent basis. Right. And Ryan actually made a good point like a couple months ago when I was like complaining about Bethesda, and he was like, "Why don't you stop buying their games then?" And I was just like, "Yeah, you got me.
Great
right
point."
Yeah. He was like, they're so good. They're so good.
Yes, they're so good, but you finally saw the light, right?
Yeah, like I don't know, man. It's
you just set a standard basically by buying it, even though it's
absolutely because
setting the standard.
Because people kept buying it and people kept supporting them, and Fallout 4 did so well, it made them believe that they could just continue doing whatever they want, and they just kept pushing and pushing. Todd Howard even came out on stage and was like, "Oh, I heard our games have a couple bugs, but it's the internet. That can't, like, everything on the internet's true," and it's like poking fun, and it's like, yeah, dude, I don't know if you should have done that, but now it's like, for me, I'm really interested to see if they're gonna have a conference next year.
I doubt it. Hey, they do. They're not gonna address this shit. They're not gonna talk about it. They're gonna try to talk about something else.
Yeah,
like project, future updates. They do that damage control. We have updates on the way.
Yeah, I feel like the only thing they could do to fix this is if they were to come on stage and be like, "Hey, okay, new engine. Here's more Starfield. Here's more of Elder Scrolls. We're sorry. We're gonna make this Fallout 76 free to play." They would have to do something substantial to get people to be like, "Okay, maybe we'll see." But for me, it's like a no. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
Let me get this out the way. I'm like far up in the messages here. Shout out to Harry Heck, super chat. He says PlayStation fans equals wait till next video game awards and new PlayStation nominees, while Xbox fans equals wait till next E3 and we may get an exclusive, which could get over 80 at Metacritic.
Oh gosh!
That's what you have to say.
But let me.
I'm like so far in the fucking message.
I'm rebuttaling back to the whole Fallout 76.
Go ahead, bud.
Now, Luca, in your honest opinion, do you think that this game should have been released as a DLC or a full-on game?
Well, okay. I don't think they could have released it as a DLC because that would mean they'd have to give. Can they retroactively go into a single player game and make it multiplayer? I don't know how that works.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
they could have.
Oh, yeah, no, they should have just made it into a DLC then. Like, absolutely, they should have just. And I remember hearing that was their plan originally, and then they were like, actually, no, let's make this into a full scope game because we have plans for it. When in reality, I think they were like, let's make this into a full game so we can charge $60 for it. But,
yep.
I think that I don't know what they were thinking. Like, they can't even release single player games without them being broken and buggy. So what were they thinking when we're going to integrate online as well? Clearly it was going to be bad. Like, even I was just like, I'm not sure about how this is going to work.
They weren't thinking. That's the thing.
They were thinking with their pockets.
Saying that it was
they were thinking
exactly.
It was doing the same old hook, line, and sinker. We have the drone, we have the family, and they're just going to eat up whatever we throw at them. And quite frankly, it backfired. It was something that should have been done as a DLC from the get-go. It wasn't a very tried and true developed game because you have a time window in order to make these games perform up to par, and they didn't have that much of a development time to actually make this game and polish it as it should be. So yeah, a DLC content would have actually been the best alternative choice to release the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Full on.
Yeah. Okay, but real quick, I do actually have to go because I'm going out to dinner with my friends. Rejoice, chat, really. But I want to say, you know, I want to apologize to the panel and to the people in the chat who had to hear that. I don't know what came over me, but you know, I went with it, I rolled with it, and I acted up. I will say this: I did act very immaturely.
Yeah, as you did. Yeah, too.
Yeah, I acted.
You might. I don't know if he's
really upset him. Well, he doesn't have to worry. I'm never, not never, but I'm not going to be on the show anytime soon again because I was just off work today. So
yeah, I know you usually work. It surprised me when you said send the link. I think thought you was home.
But yeah, I'm like sorry to the panel. I apologize, especially since like I haven't been on a panel with Titanfall in a couple months since we were on Any Given Sunday, and then I've never been on with Vieira, so it's kind of like bad first impression. My apologies. I don't typically act like that. So, but yeah, I'm sorry.
I mean, none of y'all should be arguing over this shit. Y'all should be all, together talking about things, together as individuals. But I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
Anyway, hopefully y'all two can work.
Oh no, we're probably not going to work it out, but that's perfectly
talking
fine.
on points.
Yeah. But like I said, I'm sorry to you guys, and I apologize to the chat for having to hear that. But like I said, rejoice. I'm not coming back for a while, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay. All right. Have a nice night. Bye.
Bye, Luca.
Have a good one.
I'm sorry. What'd you say, Carlos?
You're always welcome to the podcast. Differences, changes. Shit just got to get squashed. That's all, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Need to work that out.
Okay,
you want to shout out your Spectres? No?
Oh, yes. Shout out
Spectre
to
crew.
my crew. No, Spectres. All right, bye.
All right, later, Luca.
Shout out to Luca.
Shout out to Luca for sure. Shout out to Foxy. Y'all.
Is Foxy still here?
No, he left.
He left. He was in the chat.
Foxy, bro.
Fox, come back, dude. What the hell?
Yeah,
I sent the invite on Twitter if he jumps back in. Not, it just,
I thought he was just being quiet.
Nah, he left. I saw a Twitter message. Shout out to Rafe. He said, "Love you, Luca," for a super chat. All right, move on here. Anybody got anything they gotta say about the whole Bethesda thing?
I'm sick of people who don't understand. Basically, if I own a restaurant and I say we got a 62 on our score, which means you're gonna probably come in here and get food poison, and then your dumb ass still goes out and comes into my restaurant and you still order, you get sick. Don't blame me. Bethesda said the game was fucked up. And these people still went out and bought. These people went out and bought that shit. So you get what you. It's just like those idiots about what was that called? That Con, whatever it was. They announced that mobile game. People just don't pay attention anymore. I'm convinced of that now. It's like when Sony did PSX last year. Even though Sony said, "Here's what we're going to do: A, B, and C," you still had these numbnuts online talking about. They're going to show Siphon Filter. They're going to show this. They're going to show that. And it's just like the company told you the game was whack. Okay, they told you, but you went out and bought it anyway.
Oh, wait.
Bought it anyway.
And here's another one. Studio acquisitions from Sony by Microsoft, but we don't have no links or subjective information about that as well.
They're retarded. They are at a point where there's people within the gaming community who don't feel relevant. They so desperately needed Red Dead to win last night because they needed to feel relevant. And when God of War came and stepped on their throats, they no longer. That's why Twitter today has been quiet. Nothing. They've not been saying anything.
Well, it's filled with enough memes to last a long time. Just tell you that much.
Yeah, it's been nice. It's been Avengers talk. It's been the Sony, the Spider-Man movie. The trailer drops tomorrow. They're quiet. That's the way it should be. You know?
Well, I'm gonna let you guys know one thing. When it comes to the Devil May Cry,
Yeah, that game's hot.
yeah, but I'm playing it right now on the Xbox because that's what it's for. That's what the demo's at. The controls are much better when you play Devil May Cry on the PlayStation. Sorry to say it.
Oh,
somebody
hold
gonna
on,
get
the
an
demo.
Somebody's
For
gonna
instance,
get an
is the demo on the PlayStation too, or just
No,
Xbox?
just
That
Xbox.
might come later. It might come
Yeah.
later.
Oh, okay.
But right now, I'm just saying I'm playing a demo that came out for the Xbox.
Gotcha.
They said was coming. Devil May Cry 5, and the controls from because I play all Devil May Cries, and you know it started on PlayStation anyway. So the controls are better that I could feel right now on the PlayStation. I hope they come out with a demo for the PlayStation. They said they were doing it for Xbox first, but I hope it comes out there and then I can make a true comparison. But right now, the controls are not as good as any of the Devil May Cries I played on PlayStation at all.
Ooh.
Hey,
I
I speak the truth. I played it as we're talking. I was letting you guys do your stuff. But I was playing it so I can give you guys an idea.
You do know that you're gonna have a lot of salty boys coming at you.
Well, wait, let them come at me because they
don't
come
worry,
at me they come at me. You know I back my shit up.
Oh yeah, I know that shit.
Zach Ziga said Devil May Cry 5 is censored in PlayStation 4 on Capcom's announcing interview on Trish's cut. Obviously, that's not true.
What I'm saying is anybody can come at me with some salty shit. I got double the salt to throw in your fucking face. So don't come at me like that. People know better than to come at me.
I fix the damn support because I gotta face you in Tekken, and that hasn't shipped yet.
Don't worry, Miss Titanfall Princess. We will put the naysayers on notice. Anybody that has any objections to what she states, come on. I got a couple of memes you
went out. You went out.
I got a couple of memes.
Is this what millennials mean by "don't at me"?
But you guys got to realize one thing. You guys know me by now. Okay, that's why you guys fuck with me. I don't take bullshit from nobody. You can come at me sideways or whatever, but I'm gonna come at you sideways, top, bottom, up, down, left, right. Okay, north, south, east, west. I'm gonna come at you all sides. So just try it and see what happens. You guys know what I did this past week already. So we ain't get into that. Okay, I buried somebody, not 6 feet, but 12 feet under. Okay, he's 12 feet. He ain't 6 feet. So you know what? Come at me and see what happens. It's my opinion. I played this. I played all these games. Smart ass.
Sexy,
I played all these games. Listen, I know I am, but you ain't got to do no private DMs. I know what I am.
Nah, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised with that analogy, Timefall, because there's been plenty of PlayStation ports that have been ported up to the 360 that didn't really handle to par with the counterpart for the PS3. I remember the original Devil May Cry 4, which was released on both platforms, and I actually didn't feel comfortable playing it on the Xbox 360. You know, it was a little bit weird.
Oh, check this out. I got a story about that. So Devil May Cry 4, right? I was a PS3 guy at the time, right? So I buy Devil May Cry 4. I'm like 16 or 15, bro. Bro, $60 is a lot, right? I buy it day one. And this is basically all my money, right? Bro, I get home. I'm so excited to play, right? Hyped as fuck. And then I put that shit on my PS3. And it's like, oh, wait, before we play, we need to spend an hour and a half installing this shit first. Bro, that's the day that I gave my best friend my PS3 and bought a 360.
Oh, shit.
It's probably still downloading.
Bro, I was done with PS3 after that. I'm like, you telling me I gotta install this shit before? No, we're done here.
All right, but now go to Xbox and go to PlayStation 4 and see which downloads faster.
Oh no, it's different now. 360 was awesome, but Xbox One, nah.
Yeah, PS3 you had to go with the 3 different styles. You had to download it, then you had to fucking install it.
Install it, yep.
Fuck that. Oh man.
Then you had to wait while the shit's doing that little bubble shit for it to like sync. Sure,
That shit would take 2 hours, go from 0 to from 0 to 25, and then 5 seconds from 25 to 100.
I still remember downloading shit on the Xbox, right? Okay, I had to leave that bitch on all night so it would fucking download. Okay, I mean like all night, just leave it running just so it would download so I could play it the next day. I was like, what the? Come on now.
And that's one of the main reasons why a lot of developers had a hard time developing games for the PS3. Is because of the same difficulty to just actually do a seamless install because of that custom made CPU and GPU combo. That was the biggest letdown for the PS3.
All right, but Carlos, Carlos,
you're back. Did you you're here?
Is the coast clear?
Yeah, you're clear. She actually apologized.
Am I safe? Because I didn't bring my entourage with me today, so I don't know if I'm safe. You know?
Yo, Foxy, no, man, don't, bro. You part of the.
No,
family,
you know what it is. You know what it is. I feel terrible because I met her under different circumstances. I met her by actually complimenting her and inviting her on the gamer couch when it was a thing.
Yeah,
and talking to her through Twitter and things, and I thought. I still think she's kind of cool because my opinion doesn't change on somebody like in an instant. Like she may have just had an off day with me. I don't know. So I'm not going to judge her whole personality on this one incident, but I'm a bit surprised though that she called me a bitch. Like, and I'm not insulted that she called me a bitch. It's just, I know I can't call her a bitch without taking some type of heat.
See, that's something I'll agree with. If a man does that, you're gonna call you all kinds of names and put you down and do all. No, it's the truth though. He's not lying about that.
And I've got a daughter, so I haven't called a woman a bitch in a long time.
Yeah.
Since I had a daughter, it kind of changed my perspective on, how you deal with women, right? Because you empathize. You got empathy now because that's your blood. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing, right? I'm not gonna hold nothing against Luca. I mean, as far as I know, I still follow her on Twitter and whatever. I ain't gonna unfollow her or nothing. I just didn't come here for all that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get no sleep because of the shitty game awards, so I'm already knackered. I'm already tired. I came on here tired. Even Ryan said I need a coffee. Like I came on here tired anyway, so I don't really want all that. That's why I left because I just don't want the BS, man.
Yeah.
And it's understandable.
Y'all both cool. Y'all just need to chill. I was sitting looking like, okay, I'm rolling in. Rolling in. Y'all chill.
So, but you gotta be careful though, because she says I'm going now. So you could have lost me, which I don't know. That's probably not a big deal anyway. But you could have lost me, and she soon went anyway. And then she tells you, "Oh, I'm not gonna be back for a while." So all of that, and you lost. You could have potentially lost two good people on your podcast, right?
I'm sitting trying to talk to both of y'all arguing.
She's not sticking around anyway, so it didn't make no sense. None of it made sense.
Yeah, I just y'all need to talk. Both of y'all.
No, we don't, because we weren't buddies to begin with. She's just somebody I came across through social media, and she earned my respect from some things that she was saying at the time, which is why I'm surprised she's this whole different person with me. Like. I feel like she's not the same. Like that's not who I met. But then I didn't know the person I met anyway. So who am I to say who's who around here?
All right.
No. You just
let's get back to gaming. How about let's all just get back to gaming?
No, but I just want to say this though.
Yeah.
To the people in the chat, don't have a go at her. I read some things that some horrible things about her, and I read some horrible things about me too. But I don't care about what you say about me. But she's a human being. Remember that. It doesn't matter if she doesn't agree with my philosophy or I don't agree with hers. We should all treat each other like human beings, though. We don't need to go uncivilized on each other over just slight disagreements. I haven't stolen anything from no one, and no one don't owe me money. So why are we fighting?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a family on the panel. Hope you guys see it. Everybody on here is family to me, so that's why I'm just I'm trying to stop everybody from arguing. But
but you know what? I'm disappointed in you a bit though, Ryan.
I'm trying to stop.
No. You got tools that you can just stop it. You should have muted both of us immediately.
I mean, muting both of you immediately wouldn't have solved anything. You both would have just
No. You should have muted us until we calmed down. Because remember, you don't want your thing messed up, do you? By petty arguments.
Yeah. Y'all still were going at it regardless. If I muted y'all, it still would have won back because I already knew it was gonna go right back to square one.
No, because I felt like you know what? I felt like it was an ambush. Like,
yeah,
I felt like she had it in for me. As soon as I mentioned the guy's name, she already had it in for me. No matter, before I even spoke about him, I heard her tone that, oh, she's going to defend him no matter what. And you don't have to defend him. He's doing well. Doesn't need anybody's help.
I can hear you. I understand.
The guy's doing better. He's doing better than all of us in here. I can guarantee you now, financially, he's doing better than all of us in here. So I don't know why we're arguing over the dude for. I'm just giving my opinion.
Okay. Let's just move on from it, shall we? Move on to the topic. Let's just get back to gaming topics. It's it happened. Hopefully it does not happen again, and y'all both can be cool later down the road. But right now,
it won't happen again. Not on my side. It won't happen again with me.
Okay.
Because I won't respond next time. I'll just leave. Because I haven't got the energy for this. I'm here to talk about gaming and have a laugh. Sometimes it gets political, but we got to be adults to deal with the political edge. If it comes up, we got to all be adults about it.
Right.
I agree. I definitely agree. Let's change this to something good. Got some good news for Microsoft, according to NPD analysts. According to the analyst, the Xbox One X is performing phenomenally.
Right.
The NPD
What's
analyst.
the numbers?
Lord, we gotta go.
That's the thing, and that's the only gripe that everybody's having with this the statement that he made. There's no numbers.
Wow.
Well,
no numbers.
Like I said,
There's no numbers.
But see, I called
There's
it.
no numbers.
What's the numbers? They're going to go numbers again. There are no numbers.
There's no numbers. There's no overall numbers. There's
sure?
no total numbers. There's not even a number from last week. They're not showing numbers.
See, that's the one problem I've always had with Microsoft. Their numbers are never out there. Sony's always is. Even Nintendo.
Yeah.
Even Nintendo will put out numbers.
Nintendo with the Wii U trash numbers are still putting out the numbers.
Yeah, they didn't care. They didn't care. They showed them numbers.
They still showed you.
Even Sony with the PS3 for $600. They showed them numbers. They didn't care.
Nah.
That's what I'm saying.
Sony was doing some shady shit back in them days because they'd be like, oh, this many million in the PlayStation family, including fucking Vita and PS2 and all that shit. They were shady too.
But at least they could have been shady with it, but at least they had numbers.
They had some numbers at least. I'll give them that.
Something. See, that's what I'm saying. Whether it was shady or not, they still had some numbers. Every time, yes, Microsoft went,
Oh no,
and
they got numbers.
dancing.
They got engagement numbers.
The only numbers you will get from Microsoft will be
show percentages, people.
Yeah, the only numbers
6
you'll get
billion
from Microsoft
snacks
is
eaten
Game Pass.
in State of Decay.
For those you wondering what analysts, it's Matt Piscatella.
The other thing is Microsoft will show they'll talk about like downloadable games or they'll put it in with Game Pass now instead of actual games that were purchased. Game Pass isn't purchasing a game. So you can't say that, okay, we sold this many copies. No, you may have sold, let's say 10,000 copies, but 50,000 was on Game Pass. So you didn't sell them. It's Game Pass. So you can't combine those numbers. You can't do that.
Yep.
You cannot do that. And that's what they do.
But that's the beauty of the engagement number rules. It looks very nice for the investors so that the investors don't feel that they're losing money. So
That's
this
pretty much it. They're gonna put the veil. They're gonna give you statistics for Game Pass. That's all.
Yeah.
They're gonna hide behind statistics Game Pass because if you think about it, even though they're saying the X is selling phenomenally, they haven't shown the numbers. The Game Pass in terms of profit, they're doing their thing.
All right. But what they also incorporate, you got to realize, is anything that may be sold hard copy, Game Pass, and anything that's on the PC.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Except for Steam. It's different when it's Steam,
Right.
but yeah, if it's on Game Pass, sure. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. They're combining all that, and it's not making sense.
Yeah.
Any logical person would know those numbers don't make sense. They don't. And if you got a brain, you'll know. You'll definitely know.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So it's just common sense. It's just common sense. Oh, I forgot. Some people don't have common sense. Never mind.
Yes, and one of my
about common sense because we know people don't have it. We just know we're gonna panel that common sense, but no, other people don't.
All right, Foxy, what you guys say about the analysts and the Xbox One that's doing phenomenally?
It depends. Look, as long as the division is making money, right?
I guess so.
Do the numbers matter? If they're bringing in revenue, I suppose the numbers don't matter.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, what he's doing probably is what he's probably doing is that thing where, like, say you have a best friend who's, you know, a genius, and he gets an 85 on his test, and you're like, dude, what the fuck? You're like, that was terrible. And then your stupid friend gets a C, and you're like, oh, good job, bro. You know, because you're grading them differently. What he's probably saying is, hey, man, for it being $500, for it being an Xbox, it's doing pretty good.
Right. Okay, for sure. Let's get into this topic right here. It's pretty interesting. Now, I didn't think it will blow up as big as it's kind of blowing up, but it's getting out there. It's getting quite a bit of traction. Now, to be fair, I actually did know about this before, but I didn't talk about it because it wasn't really like huge. But I saw a lot of people like using this as ammunition, and I was like really brushing it off. Like, I don't get it, but it's starting to get a little bit of attention. But according to this, what was it? My notes. It's Sony. Which one was it? Sony America is enforcing censorship policies on certain Japanese games. Now, my question for the panel basically is, do you guys think this will affect, you know, future sales of PS4s and, of course, the PS5, which is literally around the corner?
Only in Japan.
What are they censoring?
Certain games, basically games
certain
like
sexy games.
Pretty much like games like, you know, they have stuff like this. I'll show it on screen.
Only in Japan, but it's because they moved their headquarters to California. That's why this is happening.
Yeah. There you go.
But you got to worry though. If it starts with the anime, where does it end? You know, that's the problem, right? Sometimes they tiptoe their way to censorship on everything. It always begins in a very small. It always starts off as a small little festering thing for a very niche type of thing, and then next thing you know, they start to spread the argument. Oh well, you know, Lara's showing a nipple. Let's fully clothe her.
Yeah.
Why did I know that?
So you can
I mean, why are we ashamed of the human body anyway? Why are we ashamed of the human body? Who complains about a topless man? Does anyone complain about a topless man? Anyone?
Some do it.
Yes, they do. That actually happens.
Spider-Man?
Wait, did that
happen? You know when you're doing character creation, right? And the character model is topless and you got to put clothes on them. Does anyone say, oh, why does that man start off with no clothes on?
Because people are questioning the characters,
yeah.
You know, their sexuality. That happened to Square Enix. They had a mobile game that actually had a really androgynous male character. He had his chest was kind of open. He had like a really interesting outfit. A lot of male gamers in that of the fandom got mad and they said you need to censor it. I guess I don't know what they said to Square Enix. Square Enix censored the whole game.
Was it a mature rated game? Was it mature rated to begin with?
I don't think so.
That's why. If it has a mature rating, then they should leave it alone because you obviously know who you're targeting when you put mature rating on there. That means adult. If it hasn't got a rating, and then I agree, it should be censored because children can buy it.
Children buy these mature rated games regardless, though.
You could easily buy
Call of Duty. Call of Duty turned into the biggest online daycare of all time, and that's
but isn't that 15? But don't you have to be 15 to play Call of Duty?
Here's the thing, though. There's a way around that. They just have their parents buy it, their mom, their dad buy it.
Yeah, but that's the parents' responsibility. We can't blame.
Exactly, big brother.
Can you guys hear me? Only because I had to leave and come back in.
You sound crystal clear. You sound crystal clear.
All right, no, because somebody was in the chat was saying I was botting.
Yeah, you sound crystal clear.
No, you sound clear. But it's the parents' responsibility to police their own children, right? If the kids can buy certain games they're not meant to buy through your card or through your ID or by means of going through you as an adult, then that's on you. Why does everyone else have to suffer because people don't know how to properly parent their kids? Why is it that?
First of all, why would Foxy? First of all, why would you allow your child to use your credit card to buy anything anyway?
Ask Ryan. He said
that's just showing irresponsibility right there. You
that's
don't have to buy nothing or earn nothing.
He said that's Ryan. What you trying to say?
Ryan, you said that's the argument you came up with, right? That the kids go through their parents' card, didn't it? You said it.
Yeah, they use them. They go into the GameStops and their parents be with them. You always see this.
Yeah, so that's a parent problem. I don't know why we have to suffer because of that. That's like if you can't. That's like. Did you ban all knives from the kitchen in case can't you police the knives? Put them. Your medicine cabinet, is it low on the ground for your kid to go, or do you put it up high?
That shit. I forgot what they call it. With those gamer licenses, where you gotta have a license to games or something like that. I mean, shit.
Because Sony, what do I do? Do I ring Sony up every time I cross the road with my kid? Right. Every time I'm crossing the street with my kid, right, and we get to the stoplight, do I call Sony and say, "Hi, Sony customer services. Is it safe to cross?" Because you know what I'm saying? Who decides like what's good for them, and you should be able to decide. You're an adult.
But here's the problem that I have about it: these games that they're talking about are pre-novels, and they're really they're kind of explicit, and they're always on. And then one thing I find kind of weird: they're always starting high school. So
that's a Japanese culture. They're into that though, isn't it? That's Japanese culture.
Well, that's not Japanese culture. That's kind of like a pedophile culture, and you should. Yeah, they don't do that.
Honestly, all my life as a gamer, every game, from a simple fighting game to any type of game, they've always shown girls in like a sailor school uniform showing their white panties. It's always been like that. It's just part of the Japanese culture, like their creative process.
Yeah,
I wouldn't really say it's a big problem in Japan right now because they're trying to. They've been trying to pass laws on that.
Because of the West. Because the West is getting involved. Before the West started making up noise, they weren't even bothered in Japan. It's because we are now saying, oh, this, that, and the other all over the world. We don't want it here. Now they want it because it's messing with their bottom line, isn't it?
No. That's been like a big issue for years. They've been talking about it. So because it also has to do.
30 years then. Because they've been talking for 30 years.
All right. You know what the funny thing is? You also got to realize another thing. Like being here, like you were talking about, most of us are here from America. I don't know if it happens in the UK, Foxy, but you got, I see all these little kids. Okay, so parents aren't policing their kids with cell phones, where they can get on the internet and do what they want.
Yeah,
walking down the street, and you're talking like I'm talking about little kids. There was one time I was coming home from work. I was coming home from work, and I saw these little kids. They could have been more 7, 8 years old, on cell phones, walking down the street, doing all this shit. And I'm like, oh, hell no. I had a kid. Oh, hell no. No. You ain't getting on the internet like that. If it's a private, no.
And Clarissa made a point too in the chat. That is true though.
Look at The Last of Us, right? How come we're not talking about banning the kiss, the two girls kissing? Why is that all right for children to look at?
It's not.
Why are we banning? If you're gonna ban it, do it properly. Don't pick and choose and cherry pick because a certain demographic like it, because they're quick. I'm sorry, this might offend people, but I've got to keep it real with what I believe. Right? There's no argument over same-sex images. There's no argument. Nobody's saying, "Oh, what about the kids? What about the kids?" There's two girls kissing. There's two men kissing. No one says that in video games. No problem at all.
But if there's a man and woman kissing, it's a different story.
They can put it out there, right? No problem. There's no censorship. Even now, I see the adverts on all day on Twitter, right? Anyone could go on Twitter or YouTube, any kid, and see that the two girls kissing, right? Now, I don't have a problem with two women kissing. My problem is, why are you choosing to ban certain games with a mature rating, right? For adults, why are you banning those games or censoring those games that already have a mature rating? You're quite happy to promote same-sex relationships in schools, on YouTube, in sitcoms. I'm sorry, but there's a double standard here. There's a double standard here.
You know what's so funny? They're even pushing it on the Disney Channel as well. So there's nothing that's not being restricted to children over sexuality. So in this kind of mind society, everything of a sexual preference issue is turned into something that it's offensive to the sensitivity to other people. And come on now, people, let's be honest. You don't want exposure, you limit the exposure. You put a time setting on your children on when they can play games and the type of games that they play.
Exactly.
Don't just go to the store. All right, don't go to the store and then purchase the game. Not look at the rating on the game because it has a rating for a reason. The ESRB rating is there for a reason so that the exposure for these children is not consumed by the purchase. So, in correlation,
you know,
but Carlos, there's also something else. Don't let the child rule you. Well, my friends got the game, so I want it, and if they don't, they have a fit. And then you give them. No, you whoop that kid's ass. You whoop that child's ass.
Nah, you put your foot down right there and then. Like, listen, you're not gonna be playing this game. That's it.
You know what, Carlos? Do you know what really jars me? Do you know what? That it's the lack of intelligence that people have in this world. If you have a simple opinion about anything, you're either gonna anything. If you just have a different opinion from the status quo, right? You will be accused of being homophobic, a racist, a misogynist, all types of things, anti-Semitic, and you're not even saying it. The guy lost his job the other day. A professor lost his job the other day just for making a speech about Palestine, and they're calling him anti-Semitic. It's like you cannot have an opinion without being accused of being a label or something. Like I'm just saying, if you're going to put a mature sticker on a game, children shouldn't get it anyway. So it doesn't matter if it's homophobic. It doesn't matter if it's blood, gore, beheading, whatever's in it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's got gay, lesbian scenes because it's already got a mature sticker on there. The problem is they are censoring games that have mature stickers on there already. Why are you censoring something that is already should be only available to an adult?
Exactly. And not only that, I'm gonna go off something Foxy said when it comes to like gay stuff that goes on and shit. Go back to Teletubbies for kids.
Oh shit, she going way back.
Yeah,
I mean,
my brother. You know why? You know why? Because my brother brought this up to me the other night because we had a conversation. Like he's out of state. I don't talk to him that long, and he had some shit going around where he lives, and he goes, "Whoa, what are they talking about when it comes to kids?" Because he's a video game player too, okay, and all his kids are and everything else. So he's like, "Yeah, but they did it in that thing." And I said, "What thing?" And he said, "Teletubbies. That purple one was a Fruity Tooty. That's what he called it, okay, with the pocketbook and everything. That was a dude. So he said they even put it in kids' cartoons and shows nowadays."
I didn't know it was a dude. They didn't even hardly talk.
There was something. No, he read something on YouTube that's what it was. That's what it was. If you look it up, yeah.
Okay.
I just want to make one thing clear though.
I didn't know. I don't know that shit. I didn't know that shit either.
I just want to make one thing clear though. I want people to understand. I want people to understand. I am not against gay people. I'm not against the LGBT people. I'm not against anybody. Whoever wants to do what they want to do behind closed doors, I don't care. All right, do what you want. It's not my business. Just I don't want it rubbed in my face though. I don't get on stage, right? Or I don't run around professing myself as a heterosexual. That's my business. I don't run around with a t-shirt on saying, "Oh, I'm 100% heterosexual." I don't do that. Do you know why? Because it's none of your business.
Okay, I'm gonna address somebody in the chat. Clarissa, you made a statement. It has nothing to do with two women, okay, on that game. The problem is that all it was focused on and not the gameplay, okay? If that's the way you are, I don't really care. That's not my concern. It's not my business. But nobody was focusing on the game when Ellie kissed that girl, okay? Nobody. They were they were focused on that and not the gameplay. My interest was the gameplay, not that, and they focused too much on that instead of the actual gameplay. And if you paid attention to when they showed it, even the audience got quiet when they revealed that shit. Even the audience was quiet.
She said,
and ain't nobody no homophobic over here. Ain't nobody homophobic. That means, and see, people throw out that word. That means you're afraid of somebody who's gay. No, I'm not. I'm not. That's what homophobic means. I'm not afraid of nobody. Straight
It also
otherwise.
means hate.
You know, there's someone in the chat called Clarissa who says, "Then just don't buy the game, Foxy." But I like The Last of Us 2. I haven't got a problem with the. I haven't got a problem with the lesbian scene. I'm happy to see it. I prefer to see two women kissing than two men kissing. I love lesbians. Let me tell you something. It's not about. Hold on. Wait. Let me finish.
Yo, Foxy, you digging yourself a hole, sir.
No, I'm being purposely. Listen. I'm being purposely facetious because people are not being sensible out here. Look, I'm trying to say I don't have a problem seeing two women kissing in a game or two men kissing in a game. It's not going to turn me into the same character that they are. I am very comfortable with my sexuality and I know what I like. It's not about two girls kissing. It's about why are you choosing to censor this, but you're not choosing to censor that. That's my argument. If you're going to censor
a
it,
kiss
do it
between
properly.
a man and a woman?
Well,
hey,
see,
I gotta make this point real quick. So you're,
wait,
I gotta
real
make this
quick.
point. Let me make this point real quick.
real
Foxy's into lesbians and he's into cannibalism. Ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button. We've established that.
Right. Let me tell you something. No, she just
Don't go there. You'll have Luca come in. She'll finish the meal.
He just made a comment about that. Nobody had a problem with a man and woman kissing. Let me tell you something.
No problem at all.
Listen. In my personal opinion, when you want to do certain sexual acts, it belongs in the bedroom. I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to see two other people do something. I don't care.
I don't mind seeing a man and a woman
if I'm gonna do it, I'm on a videotape with my man and rewatch it. All right, I don't care about two other motherfuckers. All right, I don't care about two other motherfuckers. No, I don't.
Princess, can I ask you? Would you not kiss your man out in public?
I may get we may peck on the cheek or something real quick, yeah, but
you won't give him a kiss on the lip. You ain't lipsing your man in public.
We generally don't do that. No, we hold hands or something.
Why?
But no.
Why not?
Why not? Because it's not that it's not natural. We're out there to have some fun, okay? And I don't need nobody. I know. I ain't doing a movie. I ain't doing no movie for nobody to watch me hug and kiss on my man. So there we go. I'll enjoy later. No. That's different.
Do you know what? Titanfall. Honestly, most people are too embarrassed to watch people kissing anyway. Most people don't watch people kissing.
Yeah, they turn away. They're not with that shit.
You don't know. Listen, you haven't been in America. You haven't been in America long enough to see shit. Okay, I know you're here for a while. No, Foxy, no, because these people.
I saw people kissing, man, and I smiled with them, and they smiled at me. I didn't join in, but it was all fun.
Foxy, you're stupid.
Goddamn, Foxy.
I told y'all crazy. Y'all are fucking hilarious.
Let me tell you something. I'll kiss my lady. I'll kiss my lady anywhere. I don't care who's watching.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
No, it's not that I won't. It's just that I'm not putting on a public display for somebody else. Is what
I won't do it on purpose. No, I won't kiss her just to.
Yeah, I'm not gonna see no. I'm gonna be no douchebag. You know, I got a girl with me, and I see dude lonely as hell in the corner. I'm just gonna make out. Nah, I ain't gonna know shit like that. I'm saying.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you get that shit.
That's taking advantage of the situation. I ain't doing that.
Listen, if I see two men kissing in public, I ain't got a problem with that either, because I'm not the censor police. That's the thing, right? We're adults, so why Sony trying to censor adults?
Downtown Manhattan, Soho area, if anybody knows who's from New York and they know exactly what the hell I'm talking about.
Yeah.
People, if you ever see some weird, just go downtown Manhattan. If you ever take a vacay in New York City, that's all I gotta say. You will see the most.
No, I see the same sex kissing all the time. Listen, I see gay people all the time. I ain't got a problem with it. I'm not the censor police. That's why I don't want to be censored myself. I want to play a game that I want to play that's got an adult mature rating without being censored.
Yeah, I don't really like. For me, I really don't mind it because I know that people try to express their feelings to each other.
Mm-hmm.
In certain places, there are some people that are like that. They love to express their love for one another on a public place, and some people just do it privately. Others they just don't, they do it conservatively, like a little peck on the cheek, or
Exactly.
some a little peck on the
All
lips,
right,
but it's not a full on, sex scene,
But see-
slobber down, all that bullshit
All
shit.
right, you gotta go into details. Jesus Christ.
Carlos is right.
This is for going
Guys, how did we get here? Let's get to gaming. What's going on here?
We rolling that. Nah, we rolling that. Y'all crazy. He gonna try to
going
go
on
extra
here?
into detail. Let me go
All
back
right.
So
here.
about them games.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I'm getting back
Yeah,
to that.
Let's
I'm getting right back to that. Shout out to Henry Hack. I had to go up. We said what?
I mean, you guys have some
All
really
right,
good
wait,
points,
I
though.
gotta say one thing to the chat. If you ain't got a problem with Ellie kissing another girl, then when two guys do it, don't have an issue. Don't go there. You're talking about two women is cool, but two guys aren't cool. Don't have an issue with it then.
Y'all
Don't
are
have an issue.
crazy as
Don't
hell.
go there. Don't go there. Just don't go there. But I'm gonna
I
say
agree
one
with you,
thing.
Nancy.
I agree with
All right.
Carlos on a couple of things. Okay,
All right.
because it is a difference between showing just a little affection for your person and downright like grabbing each other, almost having sex with your clothes on. In public.
It's
I've
called the
seen
bump
that
and
shit.
grind, baby. It's called the bump and grind.
I know what it's called. Go there, Craig. I know what the bump and grind is.
Oh my
Oh Lord.
I just think I don't.
Yo, I'm done. I'm done.
I just
I'm
think
done.
I just
Can't
think
turn
I
this
don't.
shit.
Ryan said, Ryan can't do it no more. Ryan said,
I
all right,
can't. I can't. I can't with y'all day. I can't. Hey,
I feel like
shout out to
I
Harry.
feel like adults though.
But
Adults should be able to make up their own mind though. That's my whole argument.
exactly.
I
All
do.
right.
I do want
Hey,
to say
Can we move on, people? Can
Wait,
we,
wait,
Nah,
wait.
and that's fair.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
move on.
Can I say something?
Ryan, Vera wants to say something. Let Vera say
God, I
something.
feel like
She's
the
been trying to
damn,
say something for a while.
damn three brothers in that Harry Potter tale. They couldn't get past the bridge.
Dude, I was trying to say something about
Literally.
All right, Viera, you go first. Let's give Viera a chance.
Yeah, because she didn't get a chance to talk.
God, this shit really did turn into a confessions. This shit did turn into a confessions booth.
talk
Holy
about
shit!
the censorship. I was like, I know people were saying, well, Nintendo is not censoring their games.
Yeah.
So that's also another thing we need to like look at. Like, okay, so what is really going behind? What is really going on? So
Yeah, I
that's
know.
the biggest. That should be the biggest thing. Who's actually setting the rules?
Yeah,
It's
that new
definitely
character
not-
Bowsette or whatever.
Because
Actually, when it comes to
California.
gaming,
Because of California.
when it comes to gaming for children, it should be the parents setting the rules, nobody else. And when it comes to adults, the adults should be able to do what they fucking want. They're adults. Period.
My God.
Hey,
To answer your question, right?
Yes.
The reason why it's not happening with Nintendo, because Nintendo didn't move their base of operations to California and make the decisions there.
No, right?
Okay.
It's because of California law why Sony's doing this now, because they decided to move their their base of operations to California, and that state has its own laws.
Yeah.
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 Oh
That's
man.
what that's why Viera, when you your last tweet, well, one of your last tweets that said I hate my state. That's what I thought you were talking about. I thought you were
Oh
hating
no,
the
I
state.
wasn't saying that. I was saying about the highway. It's bad.
No, I understand. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. No, I
Highway
thought you were talking about that off. But my bad. Yeah, I misinterpreted your tweet. It wasn't a big deal. But yeah, I mean, yeah, we can.
This is some of
the Highway 80.
Some of the
It's Highway
funniest
terrible.
I'll tell you right now.
But
From
that's funny,
Game
though.
Awards to
Understand.
confessions to talking about censorship. It's
Nah, let me
um,
one
nah,
thing.
we moving on from this shit. Harry Hack, shout out to him. We moving on from this shit. We moving on. Shout out to Harry
You
Hack.
got the red light.
Super chat. He said Microsoft is a software company and they only work with zeros and ones, which would be boring reading. Sony is a hardware company and they do numbers from 0 to 9 with decimals. More interesting reading. And I guess he was talking
Not
about the
bad.
sales with the console. So,
All right. Not only that, man. Parents, if there are any in the chat or anywhere around here, just take care of your children. Do not expose them to things that you don't want them to learn, and be interactive with them. My wife is more really interactive with my kids. She tries to, you know, emphasize education before fun, and that's something that each parent should do to their child. Emphasize education, emphasize, you know, structuring respect for one another, and overall, man, just be the parent. Don't be the jokester.
All right, for sure. Shout out to Holomoko or Holomoko 17. Can we talk about God of War versus Red Dead 2?
Well, you can play them both on PlayStation, so there's no verses.
Yeah.
In the discussion.
Talking about the Game Awards. Damn, why you so savage?
Oh,
damn.
My bad.
About the Game
Well,
Awards.
there's nothing to talk about. They both did well. I mean, I
I was saying, you just gonna punch you in the throat, like, damn.
Well, look, one's got real HDR, and God of War has real HDR.
You
so listen to me when I say
what are you doing?
Red Dead has
the Game Awards.
HDR. Has fake HDR.
Like I said in the actual review, I'm gonna get yours in a second, Christian. I appreciate yours. I'm gonna read yours in a second. But like I said when I watched it live with Fonz when he left, you know, you got to play Red Dead to understand exactly where a lot of the things they were doing, come from and make sense from. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, God of War is a great game. It is a masterpiece just for how much they've done to it. You know what I'm saying? It's something that was completely new and different. So from that alone, they actually did, blow our minds with it. As far as Red Dead 2 is concerned, Red Dead 2 is just a great story. The online for that needs to go, though, for sure. I'm not a fan of that online. And online is trash. I mean, that's ironically one of our topics. So
Boy, don't talk about Red Dead Online.
So, oh, Med's had the bad gun. No, he's home. That's what happened. Shout out to Christian McCoy. Funny how in the what was that PGW trailer they had SJWs complain about violence against women. Then in this trailer they had the other side complain. Wow.
Don't complain. You can't make these people happy. Just go out there, make a good product, and the consumer will decide whether it's worthy. Like Thor's hammer, we will decide whether it's worthy or not. That's pretty much, But this whole notion of I'm getting pushed around and now I'm getting pushed around, and these people are just moist. So I can say, I mean,
didn't somebody make a big deal about a Hela breaking Thor's hammer? Remember that shit when we first saw it?
Yeah.
How can she do
like,
that?
Like,
well,
dude,
my God,
like this is a comic book and she's strong as shit. Like, are you serious right now?
Yeah, strong as hell.
He's made a big deal about Hela crushing Thor's hammer. I do remember that shit. It was ridiculous.
Bro, she's
a god.
Sister, man.
Damn god.
That's Thor's sister, by God's sakes, man.
Yeah,
she's
a damn god. She's the goddess of death. And they even
yeah.
explained it in the movie. Like that was her weapon first.
Yeah, she was the original. She was the original in the comic book. She was the original elected wielder of Dillinger. So it's not nothing new. Like you guys got to get over.
It's not Mjolnir. It's Mjolnir.
Mjolnir.
It's Mjolnir.
My situation. I don't need a weapon. I'm the princess of death right now. So there you go.
By God.
She's gonna be the princess of L's when Tekken get here. That's all I gotta say.
You're gonna get those L's. Yeah,
I
you know what?
it.
He been saying Tekken's been
I
coming,
said
and
it.
it's still every time I talk to him, it's still 3 days.
It's here. I'm gonna post that on Twitter, and it's going down. I already bought it.
When is it coming?
It's going down.
When's it coming?
I'll show you right now. Hold up.
Oh yeah.
Don't give me another 3 days.
Hold up.
Then we're really gonna get a cyborg on your own goddamn podcast.
Oh man.
All right.
Oh.
It's gonna go down like that.
Let me share the screen so everybody can share in the
I don't
festivities.
want to see no goddamn screen. I want to know what it is.
No, you want those receipts? I'm gonna show you those receipts. That's the type of person I am. I'll show those receipts.
What's
that say, people?
What's that say, people? Ooh, arriving.
What's that say, people?
Oh. Hey, but put the
when?
tracking order. Put the tracking order. Don't just show the date.
Arriving when? You tell me. I ain't gonna go read no shit.
December 7th to December 10th.
Hey man, he ordered it today.
You are I get it.
That's today. That's today, isn't it? Today's the 7th.
Yeah, he ordered.
Nah,
Yeah, he ordered it
All right.
today.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? You know what's funny? He said December 7th through the 10th. All right, but 3 days ago he told me it was coming in 3 days. So what happened? Now it's the 10th. Now it's the 10th. Maybe the 10th. All right.
blame
all right,
Amazon,
all
you
right,
heard
all right,
Hey,
all right.
hey, that's Amazon in the Black Friday sale. It said ship.
That's true. Let me defend my man Ryan.
That's
He
Black.
took
That's
it
Amazon
today
Black Friday
for
sale.
my
Brian,
shit to
I
come in.
gotta go in 10 minutes here, but doesn't anyone here own a Switch? No one's spoken about Super Smash Bros.
We
Oh,
talking about
I have a Switch. I just don't
No.
care about that game.
Well,
Oh shit!
we did talk about Super Smash Brothers, but I don't own a Switch, so I'm not going to talk about it because I don't own one currently. I have all the other Nintendo consoles, but I don't have a Switch.
Yeah, and I'm just waiting on Donkey Kong, and I'll get one.
You know what's
Yeah,
funny is that
I'm waiting. I'm waiting for that good old income tax season. So
I bought the
Okay.
game and I left it at work because I bought it like on Amazon 6 months ago, and I forgot that I did. And like, I really just don't care. I think I'm gonna send it back.
Oh, shit.
Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Yeah, the new one.
You bought that 6 months ago.
Yeah,
He pre-ordered.
I pre-ordered it. Yeah, on Amazon.
Oh, I thought you had it. I was gonna say, how did you pull that off?
No, absolutely
he
not.
pre-ordered it.
I've had it since maybe 2 days now because it's midnight here now. So I've had it like for over 24 hours, right? And I just can't find the time to play it. Every minute something's coming up that I can't. Not even 5 minutes. I tried it today, and all I got was like 10 minutes out of it because I was coming on this podcast, right? Because I already said I was coming. I just can't seem to get to play the game. It's like there's something working against me, preventing me from playing the game.
Maybe it's telling you something about the game. Ooh.
No, I know it's a good game. It's getting.
I'm messing with you, Foxy.
No, I'm not going to defend it because I've never played any Super Smash Brothers ever. This will be my first one, but I just can't get the time to play the damn game. I'm not going to be able to play it till tomorrow now after I wake up. So that'll be like 2 days I've had the game and I haven't touched it for more than like 10 minutes.
Yeah, but when you wake up, something else is going to happen. You ain't going to be able to play the game.
Know that, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. All right. So Smash Bros. Again. DLC day 1. Joker's going to it from Persona and X amount of things. Is anybody excited for that? Getting it?
Well, I'm excited for the Avengers project that we finally found out was happening, and
we saw nothing from it. Yeah, nothing from
we
it.
did. That was that game they showed. They had the Black Order.
Oh, that was for. Oh yeah, that's the Switch game. The
that's
Marvel Alliance.
That's the Avengers. Yeah, that's
Marvel
the Avengers project because that was the Avengers, and that was the project they've been working on.
Well, I think that was a good game to come to the Switch, the Marvel game. I thought that was good. I saw it and I said, "Oh, that looks sweet. That looks sweet." But I don't have a Switch, so it is what it is. But for those who do, I hope y'all enjoy it. I hope y'all enjoy it because it looked like a game that would have been fun. It looked like a game that I probably could have enjoyed as a beat 'em up. So I hope y'all enjoy it.
Yeah, me too. Go out and support the game. I mean, you had all the Avengers. You had Wolverine. You had all of them. So
I love Wolverine. I love Wolverine. Oh my god! I remember all the old Wolverine games. I bought them and I played them. I played the Wolverine games and I used to slash the fuck out of people in those games. I used to beat out of motherfuckers in those games.
Yeah,
I think
that was the Avenger project.
I haven't played.
I'm gonna miss it. You haven't spoken about Xbox Scarlet, have you? I'm gonna miss that part, man.
You know what about this
still got
superhero game? I'm glad Disney's playing it real smart because I feel like they're playing it real smart with Marvel right now because they've given like a bunch of different dev studios that are associated with different publishers their crack at making these games, which I think is real smart. And I think they're seeing the error of their ways in giving EA and EA alone the Star Wars license. So hopefully when that deal falls through, we can get new Star Wars games from all these different dev studios as well.
Yeah. Guys, we got 140 people still watching. Hit that like button for us. I do appreciate y'all here. Everything of that nature. The last topic I got for everybody is this Xbox Scarlet specs leak. Now, supposedly it's going to be using I know, That's apparently it's going to be using the Zen 2 CPU, not the GPU. Now, the thing about this leak, it's very similar to the PS5 leak, now, isn't it, Mets?
Oh yeah.
Very identical, isn't it?
I mean, the thing is, the system.
So the dude who claims that he has a reliable source on this and he's actually believing this, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to disagree. I don't think
decline.
Big ass. This is a big L, bro. Let's be serious. The Navi GPU is not even in production yet. It's still in the development phases. They're not even sure if it's gonna be even out by the time these consoles are even in the market. So that
that's a GPU, right?
Yeah.
Zen is a CPU.
Yeah, Zen 2's not out yet either.
Yeah.
It's a 7-nanometer processor. That is not.
Well, let me ask you all why is this is for the panel? Why is it that every time some fake ass news about the next Xbox comes out, people run to it like a trough? Like, I mean,
I've seen so many people do that, and I've lost so much respect. Like, I started with respect for them, and I just slowly died. I was like, "What are you doing?" It's the same last week.
Ryan, I just want to tell you something real quick. Make my sister Legend of Gamer a mod. She'll mod your shit down. All right, I'm just making sure. Take care of my sister.
I knew her longer than you.
Craig, the answer to your question is: if you've ever been dying of thirst,
I know you ain't
you know
smart.
how sexy a bottle of water looks to you.
I know she is.
Oh yeah, I know, bro.
I know she is.
So you're saying people are thirsty.
They're dying of thirst, bro. They're dying of thirst.
They die.
Get him a Gatorade.
To be on top on the gaming pinnacle again. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, speculation is speculation. Hard facts are hard facts. If there is not a solidified information and based on these facts, it's not true. The Zen 2 CPU is not even in AMD. Go to the AMD forums. There's a lot of AMD forums that you can actually read up on everything that is up to par with the whole development of Zen 2 and the Navi GPU forums as well. Navi, and I think Navi's gonna come out in 2023, 2024. It's not even. It's not even.
No.
Shout out to Christian Record for the super chat. He said, I think that's him. He said, Scarlet is fake as Baron's career.
With them,
as Black Baron's career.
Oh shit!
With them lying eyes.
Oh shit!
That shit's crazy.
Go ahead, Foxy. Now, Foxy, Fox, what do you think, bro? Because I know you keep pretty abreast of this situation with your contacts.
Oh well, I'll be honest. My contacts wouldn't be able to tell me anything about Xbox.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
So whatever information I get about Xbox is probably from somebody who's got an Xbox channel.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Or a web page, because I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody who knows anything about any insiders over at Xbox.
Wow.
I mean, I think it's safe to say that
I know people who told me they did, but every time they told me shit in the past, it didn't come to it didn't come to fruition. It never happened.
Some of these dudes who claim they got insiders, they just throw random shit out, and and there's a thing, you can throw as much random shit out as you possibly can. Eventually, you're gonna hit a wall. Eventually, you're gonna hit something.
That's what you know. What that's what people think. That's what people think I do. People think I know. I've seen that. I've seen it. Somebody came at me like that. People say I don't have any insiders. I'm just predicting and
throwing random shit out. Yeah,
that's it. And I'm always right. So I must be Mr. Perfect.
Foxy, we know that it is a joke, okay? We know that you lie and you don't have insiders and all that shit. We know that. Come on, you're just trying to be a fox. You're trying to be sly, all right?
You know,
so,
I'm like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
I
you need to change the name. You're officially the
Shadow. I was messing with you.
Foxy,
just trying to give you a good laugh.
No, he's officially the Shadow Fox.
Forces is the magic conch shell from SpongeBob.
Nah, Foxy Loki works at Sony, man. Don't let him fool you. He works locally at Sony.
Nah, I wish. I actually applied. I applied to do for marketing management with them, and some weeks ago I haven't heard anything. I don't expect to.
You never know. You never know, because sometimes it takes time.
This podcast today has put the nail in my coffin. There's no one hiring me.
Man, listen, man. If there's any Sony representative, if there's any,
I am blackballed.
nah. I'm gonna put my neck out there for my boy Foxy. If any of you Sony
Leave the Shadow
representatives
Fox alone.
They're gonna treat me like Cat Williams.
are
They're
out
gonna
there
treat me like
Oh
Cat
shit!
to this podcast,
Leave the shit.
take a chance at my man Foxy, please. The man has
I'm
a
the
great
new Cat
insight
Williams.
game and
They're gonna
marketing.
blackball me like Monique. I'm the
Nah.
new Monique.
Oh,
Nah.
God.
Oh shit!
Nah, man, you're not Monique, bro. You more unique.
Thank you.
Oh,
No, look,
Carlos, that was sweet.
no,
Carlos,
honestly,
that was
honestly,
sweet.
it doesn't bother me that people don't believe me. It's just what you said was, a lot of people claim to be insiders. I just thought a lot of people think that about me.
Nah, man.
Nah, see, no, I was just making a joke. I was just making a joke. I was just trying to uplift
what you
your
did.
spirits
Do
after
what
all
you
the
did.
bullshit you went through.
Do what you
You
did.
know?
Got my phone charged to it.
Cool.
Hi.
Listen, Foxy, we go back a long time.
I know, and honestly, I have to, I do feel silly though over what happened earlier because I should know better not to get drawn in like that. That was weakness on my part. I should have just kept my mouth shut, to be honest.
No, hey, after all, what we are, Foxy.
But Foxy, you're tired. You're tired and you're human.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Most
I know.
importantly.
That's my only flaw. That's my
one
only
of my
flaw.
topics. Yeah.
That's one of my major flaws. I'm human, man. No, but look, I wish I knew someone at Xbox. I wish I had insiders at Xbox. I'd love it. I'd monopolize this whole shit. But unfortunately, I don't know anyone over there.
Well,
Nah, but it's all
I just think, I don't think it's gonna have that. And
Rand Al 4 is my source. Rand Al 4, everybody. He's my Xbox source.
yeah,
Him and
I think
Kids
he's wrong. I do not think that the new Xbox is going to be more powerful than the PS5, but I think they're going to both do the same thing, so it won't matter.
They're going to be very, very, very close in spec.
They're going to do the same thing. They're going to do the same thing.
They both get their cores from AMD. They're all AMD. Yep. The PS4 and Xbox One, even though people were on that 900p, 1080p shit nonsense, it was very close at the end of the day. So
he said, "When's the next ECW match?"
It's going to be that way next gen as well.
What people got to understand, right? For next gen, it's going to be based on the developers themselves and the games that they're going to actually introduce to the general public. It is not going to be based solely on power and resolution, because there's going to be so much on artwork, direction, and what kind of games are they going to incorporate so that people can actually buy the consoles. And quite frankly, right now, the PlayStation 5 is going to look to be the main competitor that's going to be ahead before the Xbox. Why? Because we already have a glimpse of what's to come in the future from Sony. The same can be said for Microsoft, but it's a very obscured way of what they're doing right now. So we're not.
Microsoft needs to bring out those exclusives for the game, for the console. They need to come out heavy, hitting hard with games. I understand what they say. We're not in competition or whatever. But you know what? Like we said on many a podcast, you need good competition to keep the ball rolling for everybody. You need that.
I'm gonna make a prediction, or not a prediction. I'm gonna do some speculation here. I don't think PS5 is gonna be more powerful than whatever Microsoft does next, and I'll tell you why. Microsoft are gonna do what they did with the Xbox One X, but they're gonna do it a lot quicker this time, because whatever Sony show, Microsoft are gonna have something more powerful ready. It's gonna be more expensive, yeah, but as long as they are not the console manufacturer that has the weakest box, they don't care.
All right, but I got a question for you, Foxy. I got a question.
In games alone substitute the winner, though. It's always going to be about the quality games.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it's about the games, but they don't want to have that conversation no more about PlayStation be more powerful.
All right, but I got a question. If you said they were going to do it fast, so we're going to have another Red Ring of Death?
No, they're going to have two.
No,
they're going to have two. They're going to have two. They're going to have a premium. They're going to have a Steam box, like a Steam version, yeah? Not Steam, streaming version. You know the stream thing that they're talking about? They're going to do Project Stream box, probably a $99 box or $150 box.
Yeah.
Then they're gonna also have. They're probably gonna have two. I know you were joking. I got that as well because hardware rushing it to market. I got you.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We both got Irish descendant. I understand where you're coming from, sis. But here's the.
All right, bro.
But here's the thing.
All right, bro.
Here's top of the morning to you. But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Microsoft don't want to have it hurt them when that whole
What the heck?
rhetoric and narrative was about 720p and 1080p. They didn't like that one bit. So even if Sony's PS5 is more powerful than their entry system, they're still going to have something in the background waiting and bring it out and say, this is our premium model, which is going to be more expensive than PS5, but also more powerful, because they don't want to hear that no more. Microsoft, I think Microsoft care more about being the baddest box out there than really who's got the better games, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I have no more topics. That's pretty much it for me. So, anything else you guys want to discuss?
No, I'm good.
Don't all jump up at once.
The last thing I want to discuss is you better get that game so I can whoop your ass.
You saw it live on the channel. You gonna get this work?
Oh, I do.
I'm gonna get to work.
Yeah.
You want to be buried too? You want to be buried too?
Y'all saw it live on the channel. Ron the Fisher ain't ducking nothing. Y'all saw it live. I don't hear nothing.
I got something. The Infinity Gauntlet that I have is currently under construction. The doors have it right now, and I've got guarantee it will be ready in the next 14 to 17 days, and it will be the end of console gaming.
Oh man!
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
PC for the win. PC for the win. Damn it!
I'm sorry. You got I'm sorry. Your
And he
specs
got-
are
you know
good, but they're nowhere near as
But
close.
you know what's funny? He got Alexa to help him now. He got his girl by his side.
Unstoppable with this AI over here.
He got his girl by his side.
This thing is unstoppable.
Let's go ahead and close it out then, shall we?
Hey, wait.
Shall we?
I have a thing I want to say.
Go
ahead.
I think some of us, anybody who's able, should maybe arrange a time where we all get together and play some games live on stream, display our skills, see who sucks at what, and see who reigns supreme.
All right, well, let's I'm down. I'm down with that for sure. Tekken already here. Who's down for Tekken in a couple of days?
I'm down for Tekken. I'm down.
Let's do a tournament. Let's do a tournament right now on this channel. On the channel for everybody.
And all of you have to partake in buying some damn steering wheels so you can get the smoke.
I don't mind playing that garbage.
No.
I'll play that. Yeah, I prefer play driving game than anything.
Mr. Forza Horizon.
I'm not buying a cockpit.
You're gonna buy a cockpit.
Buying a damn cockpit.
So make you buy a cockpit.
The hell I ain't. The hell I ain't. I can already see myself looking at it with a fucking.
Matter of fact, I'll race you with my little regular DS4 shotgun controller. I got no problems with that. I'm still smoking. It's okay.
All right, so wait, I got a question. Who's down for some Tekken 7 in a couple days when Ryan supposedly gets his?
I'm down.
Supposedly, you saw the date.
I'll be the commentator in the background just talking smack.
What's going down? It's going down.
I'll be present talking shit, but I don't own games on PlayStation.
I know you got that. You got that shit on.
I have it on Steam, but you guys don't, so don't come at me.
Hey, I'm on Steam too.
I own it. I own it on Steam. If you own it on Steam, Ryan, we can go at it.
All right, wait a minute. It's only me and Ryan going at each other, and you guys just gonna talk smack in the background.
Hey, there's certain games we could play. You know, we gotta talk about it. We'll discuss it off.
We'll talk about this off here. We'll talk about this because a lot of games you can definitely get before we close the gen. For sure.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and get these outros out. Go ahead. I'm gonna start ladies first. Go ahead, Vera.
Yeah.
Vera!
I'm here.
Shoot! Maybe the white man had his boot on your neck or something. Okay.
Oh, she's gonna whoop your ass now. She's gonna whoop your ass. No, she's gonna get your ass now.
Oh no.
Okay. No, that was
crazy. Oh no.
Crazy.
No, don't do that again. Okay, anyways. Yeah, thank you, Tron. I know I didn't really talk much, but I'm gonna say, but thank you for having me on the show. Yeah, Roger too.
Oh god, everybody keeps saying Roger. I thought you was an Xbox for some reason. They keep saying Roger. Like damn much. Go ahead, Nancy.
Well, this is Titanfall Princess. And by the way, Ryan, before I do my outro, I'm gonna tell you, I know you in my stream last time, I didn't lose one match in Tekken, so get your ass ready.
You
But
got
anyway,
bodied by a damn Jack too. Don't even start.
I did not get bodied by no OD Jack 2. You lying. You lying like a fucking rug.
Yes, I saw it. And you know what I also saw? I saw the struggle with my main character, which is Lars. So just get ready.
First of all,
I saw the struggle with Lars. So I gotta say.
All right, wait a minute. You play with one character. I play with all the characters.
No, see, that's you.
Second of all,
you gonna find out.
I won with him. You told me to try him, and I won with him. So back the fuck up. Back the fuck up, all right? Bro, back the fuck up, all right? So anyway, Titanfall Princess.
What's going down?
Titanfall Princess. Everybody hit that like button. We will tell you when we're going to play. We're going to live stream it, okay? So you're going to come. You're going to watch. You're going to hit that like button. And you know why you're going to do it? Because you all love me. I'm out of here.
All right. Greg Harris.
Yo, hey, Ryan, thanks for the Vine. Great podcast as usual. Everybody give a big shout out to Ryan. Hit that like button. Sub to all these folks. They're really good people. And remember, play your games or the terrorists win. Peace out.
All right. Shout out to Craig, everybody. Meds, go on, bro.
Hey, shout out to everybody watching. Hit that like button. Shout out to Ash and Luca for coming through and starting a ruckus. Pretty much wait. Oh, we got to stop interrupting Vieira. Let the lady speak. Yeah, we're going to keep it gaming, and we're about to see who's the best gamer out here in these RGT streets. And
Ryan, the professional.
Spoilers. It is. So, anyways, people, follow me on Twitter at, I just changed my name. It's actually at @TheRealMeds_ at the end, and follow me on Twitch. I'm gonna be streaming a lot more often. My schedule's cleared up a little bit.
People gotta change everything.
I gotta change mine.
I have to change my name because my name is a pun on my last name, but the way it makes it seem like it's about drugs, but it's not about drugs. I don't want to be associated with drugs anymore. But anyways,
hugs, not drugs.
Hugs, not drugs. Anyways, the Real Meds _ on Twitter and Real Medications on Twitch. Follow me. We're gonna keep a game and we're gonna play all these games and have a lot of fun. Peace out, people. Have a great weekend.
All right, Craig. I mean, not Craig. Carlos.
Hey, it was my turn. Oh, my bad. Yeah, nah, man. As always, man, a pleasure with the family here, talking about gaming and some other weird stuff along the way too at times. But overall, it's just very, very humbling and honoring just to be around a great pair of people, female, male alike, doesn't matter. But yeah, man, gamer by choice, not by trend. Episode 39, and like I said, Ryan, you don't go get that goddamn wheel.
Listen, I'm not dropping $500 on no goddamn shit.
I'll give you the damn money for the damn wheel.
It's gonna be a waste. It's going to other shit.
Yeah, fuck that.
Carlos, he's
it's gonna be a waste.
You said you were gonna buy it.
Don't throw no damn $500 my way for no damn steering wheel.
Just get the game. We'll do controller to controller just to see.
Oh God!
Skills, right?
All right, we'll see. All right, Fox Games UK.
I'm gonna apologize, not for my opinion, but I want to apologize to myself as much as I do to people in the chat, because I let myself down in a way, because really I'm in control of my own emotions, my mind, how I feel and how I think. I shouldn't allow anyone outside come inside and like make me react a certain way. So really I should have kept control of myself and kept my mouth shut. That would have been the best thing, because I'm not here to disrespect nobody, especially my brothers and my sisters, and everybody's my brothers and sister, whether they like it or not. We all part of the same family. So, you know, I'm just here to show love and peace, man. And I ain't holding no grudge with nobody. We're all gonna have our own opinions, but the most important thing is whatever opinion you have, just don't give all of yourself to it. Don't identify with just that one thing, because we are so much more than a few opinions that we throw out. And people will grow as well from their opinions. What you believe is right today, you may think is wrong tomorrow, or vice versa. Okay,
Absolutely.
so let's hold
Keep
each
it up,
other.
Ed.
Let's not hold each other to too high a standard. Where, as we say, we're not just only human, we're more than human. We are one family. We are universally related, right? That's, you know, the only thing that
Yes.
separates us is the body with just physicality. That's the only thing that separates us. So I want to show much love to Luca and everyone in the chat, everyone in this panel. No hard feelings from me. Play games, not corporations.
All right, we'll see you.
Oh, by the way,
next.
before you do anything else, I gotta tell Foxy one thing. I signed that petition. What you were talking about, and I sent it out.
You killed Carlos.
Article 13?
Yes.
Oh, cool. That's good. I've signed
And
like 5 of them.
And yeah, but I also sent it out to other people. I retweeted it.
All right.
Thank you. Because
Also,
it helps.
there's a big there's something else. They're trying to Congress is trying to we're trying to get people of the Democrat Party to sign more of their petition to bring back net neutrality. So
oh Jesus,
it's not till they have 18 people, but right now they're under the telecom corporation, so they're getting money from these cable companies. So it's got till the 10th. We got till the 10th, and net neutrality will be eliminated.
All right. Wow.
Let's fight for freedom, man. Let's fight for creative freedom.
Yeah.
Exactly. First of all, let me shout out a few people. Harry Heck, shout out to Kat, Legend of the Gamer, for being here, always being a sweet person on Twitter. Shout out to her.
That's my sister.
Yeah, shout out to her. Shout out to the Ashton Luca, as always. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what people say, that is my family right there. So shout out to her. And thank you guys again for joining us. We had almost 180 people here watching. So
Nice.
thank you guys so very much for coming through and supporting the show. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a great time as always. Like I said, every Friday, it's my favorite day of the week. I just love sitting down here and talking with you guys about these topics. It's much easier for me to do that as opposed to me, putting so much more into a video and editing and X amount of things. But y'all know how it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's what YouTube's about. It's about having love for what you do and being a content creator. And when you have that love and you have that commitment to something, you'd be surprised at how far you will go and how fast it will definitely get out there. So thank you guys again for that. RGT episode 39. Likewise, man. We'll see you guys next Friday. Y'all be good. Y'all be blessed.
Later.
And at the end of the day, y'all keep it gaming. We out here.